Bitch.
Real talk, we gather round. Stories to unfold. Beauty, tips, and laughter. Secrets to be told. Messy gossip flows like tea. High and fresh each week. Living life with shining bright. Our waters while we sing the whole. Spill the tea. Just you and me. Laughing through the night. Smiling and free. Spill the tea. Just you and me. Laughing through the night.
Girl, did you hear what she did last summer? With her style and charm, she's a stunner. Flipping through gossip, the latest craze. Trying him to cook, oh how they dazzle they we keep it real, spilling the truth. In a circle of acquaintances, always from lipstick shades, roots of apps, we sharing the vibe, feel the energetic breeze. Page by page, return our worlds, sit still and strong, and life unfurled.
Hey, 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 ladies and gents. Happy Monday. It's Mindful Monday, that is. And we finna get up in these YouTube streets and mind somebody business, right? How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. I see y'all in here ready and waiting. I gotta hit the birthday song because I think we approaching our last week for Taurus Gang Gang. So let me go ahead and hit that one more time for you, Tauruses, as y'all get ready to exit. And I believe Geminis are up next. And then yours truly, baby. Leos. Leos. I know that much.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! We hope you have a good time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
All right. LC said I forgot cancers, girl. You know, I ain't worried about nobody but the Leos. Y'all had to tell me who's next. Sure, don't worry about nothing. You know what they say about us. Oh my God, the movie title on YouTube reminds me of Ernesto. Unlucky in love, unlucky in life. Really? I have to check it out real. Sure. First, okay, I'm gonna talk about Tory Lanez for just a short moment. He'll be our porch topic. I gotta get back into doing my porch topics, and then we'll go to Nesto, and then we'll end it with Diddy updates. Because I was supposed to talk about Diddy last week, but again, I got behind. So I gotta catch up. So porch talk. While we wait on everyone to join us, because we know how YouTube do us with these notifications. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. So hopefully by the time we wrap up Tory Lanez, everyone will have been notified that Lady T Bug is out here on the front porch waiting on them to come join us. Okay. Y'all can't hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I see Big to the Veil said, did the sound go out? My sound should be on. Okay, thank you. Because I was gonna say now I checked all the traps, and it sounds like it looked like my mic was on, no mute. I checked all the traps. Great, great, great. Okay, y'all. Let's get into Tory. Vicky. Not sure what's going on, sis, but the Porch boy said they can hear me. The ladies and gents can hear me. Okay, what the hell going on with this Canadian rapper Tory Lanez being poked in the where they say he was at? Baby, he was in the yard. He was in the yard. For the ones that do not know, Tory Lanez is a rapper. Okay, he's from Canada, and he is serving a 10-year sentence or the pow of Megan the Stallion, who is a Texas rapper. Okay, and this incident happened in 2020. And he's currently, serving his time in a California correctional institution. Okay, it was reported today that he was poked with a self-made shank in the prison yard. He was later transported to the hospital in Bakersfield, and he is in stable condition. And they are reporting that his injuries were non-life threatening. And they are currently investigating the incident, Joel. We want him deported, okay? Because he has been getting in a lot of trouble, post this arrest and him being in prison. So a lot of people want him to be deported, including Lady T-Bug, okay? You didn't know that he was Canadian? Yes, he is over here on a work visa. No, I don't know what type of visa he's on, but I'm being messy. Say allegedly since I'm being messy. But yes, he's Canadian. Not like us, Ebony. And baby, the people is being messier than Lady T-Bug because they said this was a HIT put on by Rock Nation. If y'all know, Megan Thee Stallion has a deal with Rock Nation, Jay-Z. So they say it's them folks trying to get him up out of here. I just say it's a joke. I don't think they will stoop that low, especially with what's going on with the Diddy case, and Jay-Z has been named, as a unindicted co-conspirator, allegedly, so that's just, the people being messy. Come on here, everybody. But I was reading some of the comments on some of the posts, and that was one that I was like, nah, they messier than me. Talking about Rock Nation done put a HIT out on this man. Prison visa is dirty work. Okay. Now let me speak to everybody, and hopefully we'll get some, some more company over here on the porch, and we'll get into our content of today, which is gonna be Nesto and Dion, because we're trying to figure out, is little brother Dion gonna switch out this car for truck with Miss Shirley. He done took Miss Shirley money. So we gonna hear from brother Dion, see what he had to say about this situation. Hey, Chick-fil-A gal. Yes, you are the first, on the porch, and I appreciate that. Hey, listen to me, 301. Hey, the Black Cat, 13. Hey, Sassy Sue. Hey, Sonya Boots. Hello, Front Porch and Lady T-Bug. Hey, girl. Hey, Jay Blake. Chick-fil-A got how you saw my 3-year-old grandson. You sound like my 3-year-old grandson. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, let's talk about it all. Hey, Joanna. Hey, Juju D. Hey, again to Jackson Tabasco. Hey, Lou. I got your comment from the replay gang, and I said hello to you, but hello again. Hey, Miss E. Thank you for being here and modding for me on today. Victor the Veil, I hope you can hear me. Thank you for being here. Hey, El Sid. Hey, Tanya, be here. All right. Hey, Lady Janice. You on time today because you've been coming in, late. Yep, I got to get it together. I need a whole zodiac little timeline. Hey, Karen. Hey, Al Diva 60. How are you today? Real, I kind of started talking to you, but I don't know if I said hello. Hey, Real. Hey, cross country cruiser. Hey, complicated. You're gonna be in the bushes, just listening in my Nesto voice, just listening. Okay, June 25th is mine. Okay, so your birthday, June 25th. Hey, big sis, I said what I said. Hey, Sanders. About to burn up my cornbread dancing to the birthday song. Hopefully Vicky got her sound together. Hey Ebony, working in the bushes. Sure. Okay, thank y'all so much for letting me know that the sound was good because I checked all the traps before I started talking. Hey Jim Chick 158. Hey Eve has many faces. Hey Linda. All right. Tory is trying everything to get out of the prison. Oh, you think this was staged, the lady? Well, baby, if they let him out, they need to go ahead and treat him like they treat everybody else with ISIS and go ahead and take him over there across the border, send him back. Okay, return him to sender. Hey, Black Rose. Not like us, Ebony. Prison visa. Because prior to him even, having this incident with Meg the Stallion, right? He had already had, been in trouble multiple times with the law, with the laws, baby, with the laws. So we can go ahead and, send him back. A prison visa is dirty work. Sure. Hey, Florida girl, 813. Hey, go get her. Black 76. Welcome. Child, I hope my little sis can hear. I don't see her in the chat no more. Yes, please like the live. Hey, Cornell. Okay, in the bushes until I hit my step goal. Okay, Miss E, I believe you said your step goal is 10K. Oh, okay, there go my little sis. I mean, she can hear me. She said, deport them bad man. Right. We'll take Eldridge, Lady T-Bug, I'm in Walgreens getting my snacks. I'm cracking up. I said, Lady T-Bug, done check me for being late. Get on post, Lady Janice. I was thinking the same. It may be staged, but I hate to hear that he got, I don't know if I could say that word. So I'm going to say poked. Okay, it's good that he is in stable condition. I agree with that. And hey, beautifully made 13. Hey, Latoy. Abusive little Canadian leprechaun. Now I'm not gonna be able to unsee him as a leprechaun. Hey, love to shot 1212. Good evening to you as well. Gonna be in the bushes as usual. Thank you so much just for checking in at the chat. So I know it's real and you ain't mad at me. Tory has a notorious habit of laying hands on women. So in my Jamaican, okay, pot toast, deport. Okay, I don't know how to talk like that. Deport them bad men. Think they hit growl. Think they hit growl. Okay. Vicky talking in her pet toast voice. Pet toast. I know I'm not saying it right, y'all. And I should because we have a lot of Haitians here in Florida. I'm working on my 10K as I listen. Okay, Joanna, AW also working on her steps, Miss E. So you are not alone. I think I'm at 6,000. I had 2 me's today, and I hate when they be throwing these me's back to back because I like to get my steps in sometime at work too. At least, get a great deal of them. Then y'all know I've been trying to go to the gym for at least 30 minutes, but I did not go this weekend. Okay. Oh, thank you, Miss Love to Shop 1212. Love it here, but I'm not much of a chatter. That's okay, baby, because I talk a lot. I talk enough for both of us. Okay. Hey Muffin, welcome. I'm a small fry. I have 4K steps. You work from home, so it's hard to get 10K unless you getting out there early in the morning and doing lunch and after work. So I understand that, L said. I got my hour in at the gym. See, I need to step my game up. I should at least be at 45 minutes now. Hey, CJ. Okay, I'm on time. Okay, now I know who William Pryor is. So sure, Vicky had to school me on yesterday. Welcome. Hey, Patty. Welcome everybody. Come on in. We were just had our porch talk topic, which was Tory Lanez. We weren't gonna stay on him too long, but we just wanted to, touch, touch him, lay hands on him just for a little bit, just a little bit, nothing major. But I did see that, and it is a good thing he's stable. We don't want him unalive, but we would love to see him get deported. Yeah, yes. That could be a space where Nesto could be in prison at. Wish we can get the calls from William Pryor because his voice is funny. We can get those. I keep telling Lady T-Bug to host a walk challenge. Drop in the chat if you would join a walk challenge. I know, but the thing was, Miss E, everybody didn't want everyone to know their, personal emails and things. So the last time we talked about this, the only thing I could think to do was make a post every day and everybody just come down there and drop their steps or their mileage, however they want to, categorize it. I used to be on time for everything, period, in my Dre voice. Child, I turned 50 and I can't be on time for nothing. Like in my mind, I be ahead of time, but in reality, I be real late. You be on CP time. I don't know why. It's mental. It's mental. We could post our steps for today. Okay, so I could do that, make a post, because people don't want to be doxxed. They want their privacy. Get you one of the portable steppers. It helped me get mine up when I can't go to the gym. When I worked at the Department of Health, they used to give us the pedometers. And they used to do like step challenges because they wanted everybody they were promoting health. And then we used to have where we could like a little, I guess, intranet website, and you could go on there and post your steps, and it was a log. They used to give us like a log to, track them, and you could turn them in. But it was just, you didn't get a prize or anything. But if you very competitive, that would, I gotta beat LC, I gotta beat Patty. It may be, one-sided, but you know how that go. William Bryan wasn't calling anybody. That's why Nesto used his pens. I feel you. Okay, you have 140 more steps to go. You almost there, Miss E. You might as well get to walking back to the house. Hey, always loving life, 804. Oh, my job gives a health insurance incentive. Okay, my job, we get reimbursement for gym membership up to $150 a year. So I use Planet Fitness, and I'm real cheap with it, y'all. I'm using the $10 a month. I got plan. I got the $10 a month plan, so that's 120. And then they charge you that maintenance fee. I think that's about $40. So I get back my 150 every year. And I usually file mine around November. Yeah, we get $250 in a Visa card per year, and I get derailed a lot, Miss E. Oh no, you got the same plan. Okay, baby. I got CHP Capital Health Plan here. I got the black card. I need my massages. Child, I don't want to leave no money on the table. Hey, that's a damn shame out the bushes. Okay, I revise, say down. Okay, so that means Lady T-Bug got to put a post up every day for the step challenge. Hey, chocolate drop. It's great to be outside if you can, and the cheapest. That's true. Let me get the video up. We have 2 free calls to little brother Dion. Because as y'all always say, Dion don't want to put no money up. So Nesto calling him on the free calls. And Shirley do not know how to work the 3-way. So, the last time she did try to call BC, they were disconnected. So he's been calling little brother Dion on the free call. So we're gonna listen to 2 of those free calls for a total of 10 minutes. But I think we'll get a little some out of them, and we're still going in order as our time in our timeline series, okay? And then we'll get into Diddy. So y'all be thinking of I got a little timeline for Diddy that I'm gonna go over, and then I have the jury instructions, checklist or questionnaire that I promised y'all last week that we wanted to talk about, and then I got like a few questions. I'm not gonna because it's so much and I'm not able to cover it because I'm working full time in the office, but I do have some questions, so I'm going to try to make it fun, like y'all know I can. Like y'all know I do. Okay. Flip it up. Flip it a little bit. Ask a few questions. And that's going to be it for Lady T-Bug. Okay. Health is wealth. I'm tired of Nesto calling me fat. Baby, big back, half a bathroom, 10 cents a click. Okay. Biatches out here on the YouTube street minding his biz naive. That's gonna say I can't even have a phone call for them. They ain't got no man, they ain't got no life, they broke. Sure, that's so. We done paid the cost to be the boss. Okay, unlike you. Hey, love to laugh. I'm tired of Nesto calling me fat too. Sure. I gotta stop eating hash. Yes, please do. And mystery meat. Okay. Leave that for the jailhouse. Okay. First call up is Nesto and Dion talking about the truck. Okay. And what's going on? Have you talked to Miss Shirley? Have y'all did the switcheroo? What's going on, sir? And of course, y'all know Dion ain't got none but damn excuses.
What you got, player?
What's up, player?
Sound like you still asleep.
No, I was just chilling.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah.
You don't sound too good.
Is that a Bentley or
What
a
you got going,
Chrysler?
player?
Hey, Georgia Peach.
Oh, nothing, man. Just chilling, man. They're chilling. They set my court date off again, so I guess that'll be next month sometime.
Chocolate Drop say just
Can't
hey,
wait.
because
Oh,
we
never
got
supposed to
it.
Today.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, I already knew they were going to do that because it's the day before Thanksgiving, so that means that Lloyd probably wasn't going to even want to come in.
That's exactly what's going. That's
Yes,
exactly
baby,
what's
the
going
queen
on.
of the South. Don't play with
So
her.
I think he was scheduled it.
Big Erica Payne.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah.
Not the little.
Yep, but that's it, man. I'm just hanging in there. Everything good with you? Because it's only 5 minutes.
Just chilling.
Okay. You go pick it up?
You go pick up the
You
truck.
mustn't tell them.
I did tell him. I told him everything.
You got them $100, did you?
I told him. Yeah,
She do.
yeah, I told her you're going to pick the truck up and everything. Told her you're going to get the oil change in your car, all that.
So she just told me, she was like, the neighbors come back by a certain time. So she was gonna need to move it by then. That was all.
That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, she over there tripping or something. I don't know what she don't know what's wrong with her. She don't like driving everybody's car and all that shit. This ain't no time to be cute, all that shit. Now this ain't that time right now, bro. Yep. This is not
She
that
said
time.
she ain't even been driving the truck though.
Say what?
She said she ain't been driving it.
Oh, she ain't been driving or she have been driving?
She hasn't.
Oh no, she probably ain't been nowhere. I called her today, she answers the phone. I ain't called since last Friday. So she was gonna have him today. So I called her, she didn't answer the phone.
Yeah, because you was calling from somebody else's PIN number.
She said you tried to call, I think yesterday she missed your call.
Yeah, she didn't answer.
We heard Miss Shirley say on the call that we reviewed on yesterday, right? We reacted to, we did commentary on yesterday that, yeah, I didn't know who them folks was. It wasn't your name. They didn't say Nesto. So I hung up. So that let us know right there. He was calling from William. He was calling from William Pryor. Baby, Shirley said, I didn't know them folks. Okay. And Nesto tried to cover up and say, yeah. I was on the tablet. So on the tablet, sometimes it'd be funny. It'd be jinky. But anybody calling from Cobb County is me. Okay. She said, well, I didn't know, hon.
Yeah, she didn't answer. But I kept calling, but on the
hey,
iPad.
honey, say that.
iPad,
Hey, Harriet.
might be different. I don't know how it do on the
Yeah, he's
calendar,
so damn
So I
depressed.
tried to call on there. I guess she didn't know the number or something. I don't know.
You know what it
You
was.
can call from your pad.
Yeah, you can call from the iPad over here. Call from telephone,
You're no time to be
on the wall,
cute,
and the iPad.
Dion line.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like luxury. Do you like luxury?
So that's
luxury.
why she didn't answer.
Just
I don't know.
need single
But
players.
dang, I thought you was riding
Okay,
in the
with a
truck.
real
She was in the car.
players. That's those ghetto security.
She got to move that shit before the first anyway. That next Thursday.
I'm gonna get it.
He was calling from one of his single
But other
players.
than that, you all right?
Security company with one client, his
I know
wife.
you're down right now, but yeah, because shit ain't like you want it to be. But everything good anyway.
Yeah, every turkey they play, hopefully they give y'all a little something better.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this year gone. Your birthday coming up, so shit. Happy birthday to you anyway next week. So what you gonna do for it?
Shit. Shit.
I understand. All that shit going on out there. I understand. You got to stay out of the way out there. I get it.
Yeah. They got shit going on, man.
Damn.
Hopefully they let your ass up out of it.
You have 1 minute remaining.
You say what, Nisha? Well, we just text until I tried to call her today, yesterday, so I call her later on this evening.
Y'all took me with the 40 days and 40 night haircut. Everybody lying.
Yeah, I'm keeping my head up. Shit, ain't
right.
Heard
Hey,
nobody, ain't nobody dancing no good.
Combos. Where the money at, Nesto
Next year
Jr.?
be a better year. That's all. Bad year, new year. That's how I got to look at things. So, all right. Yeah. So stay out of the way, though. Stay out of the way.
For sure.
All right.
For sure.
Let her know I'll call her. Bye.
Y'all know where we going to next. The birthday, right? Another free call. Only 5 minutes. Because we still trying to figure out, okay, this another week. Okay, done went by. Have they did the switcheroo? Have you even talked to Miss Shirley? Is there a plan? Did you get the oil change? Inquiring minds would like to know. We want to know. Oh, Shirley, I just wish she wouldn't even send him that damn money. Okay, give me one moment to get the next video up. It's Dion's birthday. And he still don't sound happy. I don't understand it. All right. Okay. Let me hit play, then I'll move the thumbnail. Let me take it back a little bit.
What'd you say?
You on the tablet.
What you doing for your player day?
Not a damn thing.
What?
You
It's
ain't
your
turned
birthday,
up?
man. Come on here, do something.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, just another
It
day.
ain't there.
It ain't there, you know. Your folks didn't have a wedding name, so.
She ain't know what. Oh, she didn't do nothing?
Not what you said.
Okay.
I mean, I ain't, you know, shit. I ain't say that.
Okay, well, I sure told her what to do. They said they'll look into it. He's talking about the Wawa. She said she's gonna look into it. Yeah, she said she's gonna look into it. So I said, okay. So she started talking about that other shit, that play shit. So I said, all right, I called her back. I tried to call her today. She getting their hair done. So I'm gonna call her back tomorrow. But I sure told her, called her, told her everything what she need to do.
Yeah, we talked about everything but that.
Yeah, but I sure did. I mean, to me, that makes sense to go out there trying to do something else. Right now, funds ain't goddamn liquid like it used to be.
Yeah, that's why we're supposed to be ping-ponging off each other at this point.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So now they talking about they want to move over there to Atlanta Station. I said, man, you have about that shit there.
Better than being in jail.
What they gonna do, man? Shit, I be knowing people that be getting little stuff, but you know, they want what they want. So I can't be worried about where you want to go. You ain't trying to go where these folks find good stuff at.
Okay, so now they're making fun of Shirley trying to get her own place, you know, and this is just what I say with Dion. You know, 1 minute, them your folks, you know, you love Shirley. She the best thing since sliced bread, you know, and then it's this stuff like this. You taking her money, you're not following up with her, you're not taking the initiative to go over there and do the switcheroo with her, give her your car, and take the truck. You know what I'm saying? You get on here with your daddy and you throw down shade. At the end of the day, Shirley is a grown woman. She makes her own money. And if she wants to be in her own place, that's her prerogative. That's her business. Why is that something to laugh about? Why is that something to throw shade, you know, on her about? Like, come on, you're in jail. Okay, you have no job, no career, no education, no businesses, no way to make money, period, unless you're going to the damn blood bank and selling plasma. But you got something to say about Shirley? Come on now. He's a sad little fella. Woe's me, Dion? Why is always me? Dion like inside out every day. Okay, let's get to the money. Y'all haters can't stop a player. Did somebody get run over? Sure. Shirt sales are low, baby. It's been raining, so I can't wash cars. So I ain't got no money, daddy. So he wasn't calling Dion for his birthday. Baby, you know how a player from the Himalaya do. Okay, you already know. Happy birthday, player. Okay, now get to business. That was his greeting. You know, he sometimes say hello, and sometimes he gets straight to the business. Okay, so his greeting was, It's your G-Day, player. And he went straight to business. You have told her what to do. Fuzz and Liquid, they like, they used to be. Lord, he wants her to keep the money for his dusty ass. I bet Dion depressed in bed. Let me put back up my mouth for Monday. Okay, because we minding a business. Okay, pick a side, Dion, and stay on it and stick to it. Thank you. Chocolate drop. Jackson Tabasco said 100, 100, 100. Because it's cutting in his daddy money. He don't want him asking him. Flip flop like his shirt sales are flop. Okay. I'm in the bushes working on my garden, but your commentary has me in stitches. Girl, do you have any sharp objects out there I revise? I can't be responsible. Yes, Miss E. Happy player day. Okay. Did you go over there? Did you do that? Did you handle that? My Lord. Hey, Harriet. Oh, Shirley. She had no idea. They was praying on her downfall. The family that prays.
You don't want no townhouse. You want a certain type of security where you stay.
That's right.
So,
She not
it ain't
regular.
but one spot she could be trying to go to on Atlantic Station.
Yeah, that's
Atlantic.
it. Yeah, that's it. That's what she's talking about. That's what she's talking about. I say no more Smackers over there.
That's right. Because she not regular. And she not breaking no laws. So she not worried about, security keeping her safe from scammers. Okay. And flip-floppers, as they're calling Dion in the chat, right? Y'all the ones worried because y'all stay on the other side of the laws. Okay. Shirley trying to protect herself from bugaboos like y'all, broke ninjas like y'all, scamming ass motherfuckers like y'all. Okay. They mad because Shirley want to be in a high-end place with security. Okay, that mean they can't be out there, running people down, tag numbers, and coming up with their tired ass mission statement. I wanna level you up. Okay. Can I level you up, baby? Listen, they can't do all that where Shirley trying to move at. Nesto and his people are the biggest haters. Haters are the only ones walking around talking about how they got haters. Okay, ain't nobody, okay, who is about their business studying them folks. Dion be stopped and start just choosing his draws for the day, daddy. Okay, say Jay. Oh, at all, they're pathetic as usual. Okay, Harriet, Nesto, and Dion just like him daddy and is. We ain't got much longer.
You going on that far?
It's her prerogative. She don't want to be in a damn where nobody gonna bug her.
You gonna be like, damn man, you told me. But anyway, I got me another hearing coming up, more hearing coming up, BC slide in there. So hopefully I get in that a week or two. So
when you're buying here,
supposed to be about another week or two. So
they ain't giving no date.
They ain't giving me no date. Got to go with the judge say, but yeah, they slid that in on me. So that's some good news. Hopefully, we'll see how that go. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So
see why they wouldn't though.
Yeah. At this point. So, but everything else good? You riding good? Everything good?
I ain't got to complain. I'm here shit.
Yeah, you might as well.
Okay, that's right.
Every damn time we hear you.
That's what you know.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm glad you made motherfucker. So, what I'm about to say? What type
hurry
of
up.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Diesel oil.
You
Number
go
diesel
get that
oil.
truck. I don't even know why he
Yeah,
has.
you can go get it from the truck stop.
everything.
You know, because it ain't been ran. It's been sitting for 4 months. So you got to run and recycle the batteries. But it's charging
I
up
ain't really
now.
fucking with it like that, though. Okay, it be jumping and shit. I don't be with all that shit.
If it's spinning,
it be jumping around across the road and shit.
Oh, that's because them tires got lumps in them because they've been sitting so long.
Oh.
That's why. Yeah, when it's sit like that, you got to you let the car, you got to rotate your tires, just drive the car around the circle. So they sit too long to get like a dry spot. That's why.
Harry just said,
That's what that is. So I got to put new tires all the way around it.
Hey, uniquely signed
That's what that is.
RNPHD. Hey,
That's right.
Joe.
Yeah, I feel real bad.
I
Yeah,
bet
that's
you
what
do.
that is.
Send our
So
money
you need new
back.
tires on.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Oh, now he feel real bad, y'all. I bet. So, okay, we listened to 2 weeks, but 2 calls, but within a 2-week span, right? And Dion does not sound like he has any intentions of going over there and doing the switcheroo with Miss Shirley, right? I bet Nesto was getting cars from the auction for a fake security business. I've never seen someone have a business just for the look of it. You can't make this ish up. And uniquely, Sonya, we talked about this previously. And to me, because my major is business administration, okay? To me, the hardest part is actually doing the work, having the funds, having the resources. To me, the hardest part of opening a business is actually cutting the damn ribbon and opening a business. He opened a business, okay, the barbershop, but he did not want to actually be in business, run the business, do the work to build the business up. He just wanted a damn storefront and wanted to be able to walk through and say he was a Nesto. I don't understand it. The same thing with the security business. That's a little different, okay, because he is a convicted felon, him getting bonded, actually being able to provide security, getting access to people's information when he is already a convicted scammer. Now, that was nasty work. I don't really know what he was trying to do with that, but we all know that none of these businesses were in his name, which is another, thing that you cannot make up, that we need to make it make sense. Can't wash cars in the parking lot, hanging all outside, lurking around. And that's why they're trying to make even with the little lemonade stands for the little kids, where you gotta have permits and you have to have things registered now because the motherfuckers like Nesto. Okay, bond. Hey, to all TikTok, you don't stop. Hey, I stole a melody. I want to set you up, okay, and not. Okay, exactly, Chick-fil-A gal. And what has Nesto really done talking about haters? Baby, I ain't know people hate on damn bombs. Okay, the only I guess I would be hate because I have to get up and go to work every day, pay my taxes, and earn my coins. So would I be hating on a ninja in jail? No, I don't think so. Okay, what does he have to show talking about? They got haters. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Big facts, big facts. I don't know what that made me laugh out loud. You don't know why that made you laugh out loud. Okay, Nesto, what the F was that? LOL. Week or two came and went, player, and Shirley still trying to figure out her transportation situation. Not a motherfucking thing. Okay, chick, that's what what they do. Okay, always talking mess about other people's money, but can't gather 2 nickels of their own. Tragic. It's a tragedy, baby. Okay, a nickel rigged ass truck, junk ass cars. This raggedy ass truck. That truck wasn't sitting that long. Well, it was because from July to this is November, it was sitting, over at Roswell, and then it was in a pound repo wherever it went after that, and then it was at the auction. But Shirley did drive it back, you know, to the ATL from the auction. But I think when she did that, she was not going out there cranking up that car because she didn't want it dripping oil, you know, on Tasha and Ronald, them good concrete over there. I can see it clearly. I wish I could have ran into Nesto so I could have cussed his punk ass all the way out. Memphis style. He ain't ready for the Memphis, Tennessee, baby. He ain't ready. Feel bad. Does he have any feelings? No, he don't. He feel bad that he got her money and he know that he don't have no intentions of switching cars to truck with her, right? So I bet he do feel bad after he done talk trash about where she want to live at. That lady worked hard. She has a wonderful career and salary. What the hell make him think she want to stay in some damn apartments that's not secure? That, you know what I'm saying? Anybody could be up in there selling a dime bag when she get ready to step out of her damn car. No, ma'am. For a truck that had a warranty on it, they sure is putting a lot of money into that raggedy mofo. But Dion switcheroo that 100, baby, yes. And I hope he at least hearted the transaction when he received it, because it don't sound like he was calling Shirley. You know what I'm saying? Sis, I wish. The quote I love is 1% inspirational and 99% perspiration. That's it. Nesto don't want to work for the money. No, he don't. He didn't even know how to make the money work for him. He was too busy trying to parade women, you know, up and down there, turning into a stripper, you know, after nights gig. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting out there doing them $6 damn haircuts that Dion said you taught him how to do. That truck is raggedy. There's no way that it should have had all those problems. A 2017 with 300K miles on it. Ford tires doing all of that after sitting for merely 4 months. It sounds to me, Georgia Peach, that this truck was doing all this before Nesto went to jail. That's why he know all of this, okay? Because he was already doing it. Everything looks good from the outside, but baby, the books tell it all, baby. Miss E said the books got all the teeth. Nesto don't work for nothing. Even the liquid V has to do his job. I need 10 players. Shirley was with that hater-ish too. She was. Oh my God. We got red flags on the play. Business red flag, red flag. 4 months ain't nothing. Shirley was living like a straight up ninja, staying in somebody's house with a leaking piece of junk, then have the nerve to be bougie. Yeah, she's like, I don't want to drive that truck. The truck needed tires when Shirley picked it up. Yeah. So that means that it needed tires when Nesto was out. Because child, he was going down there to Pablo and just having them to put used tires and patch up the tires. Sure. She's sleeping on the floor. Yes, she was she drank the Nesto Flavorade. Right. He too cheap to buy real Kool-Aid. Okay. If she, listen, if she's special and her friends and her daughter wanted, they had whatever that was. Sure. That's not long enough for the tires to ride. He lied so bad. That mean they was already bad though when he was out. Because remember all those transactions that he put on Melody numbers because he ain't had a cards. He used the Melody numbers for, it was for that raggedy ass truck, remember? I need 10 fools. I mean players. This is true. This is true. Uniquely Saya. Nesto ran that truck to the ground, driving back and forth to Florida and up and down Buckhead, because that's what Mississippi Monica said. Sure, Nesto ain't in jail. He just riding up and down Buckhead with his arm hanging out the window. Hey, everybody. Hey, let's talk about it all. He didn't care. He was fixing to trade it in. Really? Hey, CW. Welcome, welcome. They say that was all right. That was all right. And then imagine him with the toys in there, 3 garbage bags, a computer, 5 phones, whips, mask, liquid B, blood pressure medicine. Child, Nesto was doing the most. Hey, Gabby girl. I'll tell you one moment. There was no warranty left on that. There was a recall on whatever affected the oil leaking, but everything else was caused by him. He was towing all kinds of stuff with that truck and destroying it. And was, maybe he had even stole a trailer to hook up behind it, right? Motorcycles and all those things. He moved all the furniture out of Bent Creek, you know, with the F-350. Okay, Gabby girl, I want to know too. Well, y'all need to go over there to Lady T-Bug videos and check out. We all up in Nesto business video where I broke it down. Okay, I will link that video. But if you really want to know before you go check out the video, I'll give you a hint. Okay, her name Brianna. Okay, nobody talk about her. Okay, but the security business. Okay, I ain't gonna say it country because Gabby, you may not understand the mush mouth over here. And I'm just kidding. Nobody talks about her, but the barber shop and the security business was in her name. Okay, food for thought. Food for thought. That's why I don't let them get on Erica over here because Erica was not the only one. Okay, she wasn't the only one. She just the one that got caught slipping when Officer Fields, Natalie Fields tapped him on the shoulder and he asked for his attorney. Okay. But she wasn't the only one. Okay. Right. Just raggedy, not taking taking care of it. Okay, I think that's what you're trying to say. But got the nerve to talk about people not having anything, baby. And he had all those damn bounce checks. Okay, over there at the Ford spot where he was using that damn lady card information and he had them bounce checks over there. Yes, Nesto got Erica caught. I am a firm believer in that. I said it from day one. Okay, because you didn't have to call her name. Let them people think her name Candy. Okay, because she was paying her bills over there at her house. She tried to help your broke ass out. Nesto had hoes in different area codes. Okay, area codes. Rest in peace, Nate Dogg. What? What, Karen? What, Karen? I don't know. Nesto, yeah, I read that one out of order. Nesto snitched on Erica, and she paid him back, baby, big time, as she did. So who is the unnamed co-conspirator, Dominica Brianna? Listen, I'm gonna give y'all the short damn version, just because Gabby girl asked. Okay, Brianna was with the shits too. Okay, because she was the register owner for Nesto Elite and Nesto Buckhead Barbershop. Okay. And when them folks evicted them, they was trying to, have them served. Sure, they were serving them at other people's homes. Some woman named Heidi. Heidi said, I don't know them folks, and I don't take service mail here. I don't know them. So they had a hard time finding Nesto. When they finally caught up with him, he tried to pull the that same BS he pulled with the landlord situation where Erica was his attorney, when it was over there with the mask on. He tried to say it was issues, with the building, and that's why he wasn't paying his rent. The judge said, get the hell out of here, Ernest Williams. Get up out of here with the effery. Get out of here with the effery. Trifling ass broke ninjas. So this is why I say when I ask y'all married women, because I feel like, I'm not being married. So I get, the expertise about marriages from y'all, in the chat. Okay, because I feel like I'm speaking on something that probably I'm not going to accomplish because I can't deal with these ninjas like Nesto. How you could be married to somebody and this man got so much going on and you don't know nothing. I can't believe he had that lady trying to drive that raggedy truck that does jumping jacks across the road. Baby, it needs some damn alignment. Okay. She's not called the Queen of the South for nothing. And a phone for each one of them hex, baby. Yes. He got one phone, okay? One for the plug and one for the house, okay? I'm the I'm the unnamed co-conspirator. Chick-fil-A gal say it's me. Okay, Erica got him good. What about Miss Jones? Baby, Miss Jones was back before Brianna. I don't understand why Strawberry didn't rent a car. Well, damn, he's really dirty. And he tried to file bankruptcy too, child. I got that on there as well. I'll link it for y'all though. Because it's been a minute. It was around, I think I did around the time Angelica went to jail. I have been saying the same thing, Tanya B. I am not a good marriage advisor because I don't tap dance for that ass. If they do trifling shit, I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, Miss Jones has been gone. Miss Jones was back in what 2016? I don't think Nesto was in the same location he was when they was marching up and down the street. Ease on down the road. I don't think they was he was in that same location that he was with Miss Jones. See, this is why I be calling her Slowberry, Miss E. I just said, do a little some, you're filing taxes. Like, what type of conversations? I get it. Like, everybody is not gonna be all up in, each other's business to that. Married or not, you're probably not gonna be all up in the mix like that because you trust your spouse, right? And you don't want to be overbearing. You don't want to be mommy. This is your partner, husband and wife. So you do want to give a grown up, some space and have faith in them. But baby, it's too many red flags with this ninja. I need to know the basics at least. Baby, the wiz, honey, they was easing on down the yellow brick road over there in line formation. I don't play none of that. Okay. She did not tap into her resources, baby. All she had to do was ask him to show her some documents. Shit, he ain't divorced. He don't own these businesses. He got these cars, that you driving in his business name, but that business belonged to another woman. She's the one who registered the business. Miss B. Miss B, yes. So I'm like, shit, Miss B could have pulled me and say, baby, get out of my shit. This is why he played her, because she acts so lost. Lady T Bug, ad-libs get me every time. Just messy. I can't help it, Ebony. I really can't. That's the part that I be like, come on, Shirley. So, according to the documents, I'm gonna go back. I was supposed to be talking to according to the documents too, the business was closed in 2021, and I think it was fully dissolved in 2022. Now I'm going off of memory here, but if you watch the video, I actually show the documents. And if you don't want to hear me talking, just mute me, baby, and just look at the documents and read them for yourself. I don't care. We ain't gonna fall out. I probably won't even know unless you tell me. Yeah, Gabby Girl X. I want to make sure I get the right name. So Gabby girl, he had a lot of things going on with the businesses. Of course, Shirley probably did not know. I don't even know if she ever met Brianna. Okay. Because Nesto did make mention in a few of the calls that Shirley used to be running them damn women off and scratching his eyes out. But my thing is, why do my 50-some year old husband need to be surrounded by a whole bunch of bitches? That's what the hell I want to know. Like, you my man. Why are you all surrounded by all these women? Why is bald head Miss Scooter saying she your best friend? I'm your bestie. I'm the wife. But Shirley just, do you know her, hun? When Ty called her to give her the business, to give her the heads up, on Nesto in that ring. Shirley as Nesto, do you know her, hun? Where do you know her from? Is this someone you was fucking? No, she said, is this someone you was doing business with? And he said, it was inaudible. Shirley did not understand. Shirley is a businesswoman. Why? Because he's a bitch as well, trying to get a hookup. The wife, the HBIC, baby, in my Miss New York voice, okay, from Flavor of Love. I finally get to sit down and listen. Go ahead and sit down, Muffin. Shirley was stuck on stupid. Lady Two, I can't with you today. I feel better today. Can't y'all tell? I'm not sad no more. So I'm going to give it to y'all. Who is she? They saying it's someone you've dated or dating. They say you messy as hell. Shirley ain't say that, Lady T, but no, she did. And baby, he went unaudible. You know how he do. Sure, hit his ass in the back, Ken. Spit it out, Nesto. Who is she? Hey, Latoy. Yes, we can. Hun, my ass. Okay, she should have been checking everything dealing with that dusty ninja. Karen, you trying to correct yourself? Or me? Out of all that men in the world, she got involved with nasty. Can't say I cannot. Shirley might as well said it. Shit. If she would have listened, what she should have did. Okay, this is what I would have done, and this is what I would have advised a family member or a very good girlfriend, and maybe a co-worker. Girl, go down there to Zaria Diamonds. Go down there and get the damn information from Ty yourself. She might as well have said that, Lady Janice. One today, baby. I would have went down there with my pixie cut, my crop top outfits on, baby, and that damn ring. Okay, because she still had that ring. And that ring. Ty, do you have the documents? Can I see them? Baby. And who is this lady? Do you have her name and number so I could call her Shirley to Barbara? Okay. And I would have been like, baby, I don't mean no harm, no disrespect. But I got the word that you was looking for this ring and, in the pink wig, okay? And listen, I would have called Gail. Shit. Would have saved Shirley a good $40,000 damn dollars on his broke ass. I hope Shirley slapped the shit out of herself. Oh my God. Every time she think about the day she said, exchange vows with Nesto B because he was married to 2 other women at the same damn time. Get her ass. I'll get her ass for shizzle. Okay, pixie cut and crop top and pink wig. Okay, I added the pink wig after you made that comment. I would have said, I'm not giving my ring back It was a gift. Y'all figure it out. Hell, he in jail anyway. Why everybody gotta suffer? I'm gonna be like Lamont. I don't got it. I lost it. I would have never thought she was like this, being an independent woman for so many years. I know she got bamboozled. I would have called each and every person who called me. Yes, baby, I'm coming. I want to know. Shit, we ain't got to wait till we go to court. Shirley didn't want to ask nothing. She wanted all the fraudulent gifts. Don't forget the platinum wig. Yes. I said what I said. Hate that wig. Glorious done fell out the bushes laughing. Insurance from the jeweler will cover that loss. She doesn't have to give it back. Yeah, I would have put, Lamont had already said, tell her she don't know where it's at. She don't even got that ring no more. Baby, I would have been on the phone. Hon, I haven't seen that ring since you packed up the storage. Okay. Did you pawn it? Shit. That's what Shirley really should have been saying on the phone. Do you know where my ring is? You know how she was asking him, hon, do we have a will? Hon, do you know where my ring? Is it in there with the grand piano? Is it in there with my mom good china? Exactly, Nesto already locked up. So not sure how me giving my ring back gonna solve anything. Well, they're gonna try to sell it and pay restitution to the victims. But I feel like they should have, if they did get anything that he purchased with Gail coins, they should just get at the Gail. She deserved it, baby, at this point. He sure did. The cops told her ring to get the cops took her ring to get her to talk to them. I'm thinking that's what Vicky's saying. Okay. Shirley would take a fraudulent gift today. That's her love language. She said that's her love language. Gift, receiving. She wants to be the recipient of gifts. Okay. That's what she said on that interview that we watched. Shirley would take a fraudulent gift. Okay, I read that one. If I give the ring back, will my husband get out of jail? She had no questions. No, she was trying to get the hell up out of there. Can y'all imagine how Shirley was looking when she walked out there and there was all them damn officers with their damn jackets on, baby? Was it cool? No, it was during the summer. They was out there with their badges around their necks and they piles on their hips. And they had the damn tow truck, jacking up the car. And she walked out there, baby. She probably felt like she was in a damn horror movie. Shirley probably like, what the hell? She just wanted to scream. She must have had another ring because in January 2023, he told her not to lose her ring. I believe it was the keys that he mailed to her, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Vicky. Not victim shaming, but I did not victimize nobody. So what that gotta do with me? Hell, I need something for my pain and suffering. Do you know how much pain and suffrage Shirley had with this nigga for 8 years? Oh my God. In the Mary J voice. It wasn't 11 years, baby, for 8 years out of my life. I got nothing to show. Wasted my time. Shit. Should have left this ass long time ago. Shit. Get rid of him, Shirley. Shirley, you need to have a fire in a heartbeat. I wonder if there was a cocktail. Now, oh Lord. Shirley said she want to know why. Girl, get your ass about there, Shirley. Before they put some cuffs on you. Shit, I don't care. It was in November. Oh, yeah, it was in November. They may have had their jackets on trying to look real intimidating. She was looking crazy like Nesto looking new. She did say she like ratchet TV, baby. I don't want to be in the damn skit or the reality TV, baby. I would have kept on going like I didn't know who car it was. They would never get that ring back. Shoot. and wouldn't ask any questions again, baby. I would have twist right past them and went to damn bus stop. I don't know nothing. Shit, that's in Brianna days. Shit, that's her shit. Baby. Don't hype me up. You and Sanders hype me up now. Oh my God. She said let that nigga go. That would have saved Shirley about $40,000 and she would ask, she could have got all the tea from Ty. But instead she said, now everybody's gonna know. Now everybody's in. Nesto say, oh, they are? Well, hush. Why are you trying to get sassy on the phone? You trying to get sassy. Oh, they gonna know. They gonna know. It was the 3rd day of November. The day my soul died. Not my daddy. I bet SS had to put some money in on that ring also. No, it was a $20,000 cashier's check, baby. It has been raining hard there. It was yesterday, not today. No, this morning when I got up to go to work, it was wet. So it must have been getting it down throughout the night. Natalie steps that truck up and said, your ring next, boo-boo kitty. And she said, well, can I get my truck back? Ever? Shirley, fuck that truck, girl. If you don't go about your business. I'm like, then she was on the talking about Ty has a big mouth. Everybody's gonna know. Girl, all them damn people that done been in your inbox, faxing you, leaving messages on your Instagram. They already know, Pooh. It's already worldwide. He done been on the news. So I got a big mouth, can't really tell her nothing. Pouring down now. Okay. Hopefully it's not coming back my way. My original message didn't go through. I was saying that I sent Ty that full video yesterday, her being called a big mouth. Big mouth. Ooh. I'm going to take it back to big mouth. A big mouth. Big mouth. Big mouth. Baby. Nesto is a scammer. He would have told her to kick in 5K and get a 20K ring. That's how he works. It wasn't his moolah. Remember the first time they went, he went there, he had misspelled connect. He had misspelled the words, honey. Gail got this check just like he told her. You know he can't spell worth a damn. So she took it back to the bank and reissued it, with the correct spelling. I want my daddy records. Okay, back along with my damn boots, child, them red boots. You explain the upgrade ring. Is that the tie ring or the engagement ring? I'm thinking it's the tie ring. I don't have any information about the engagement ring. I think only information we have is probably since he's been locked up. So yeah, I would say the tie ring. I think Steve would have helped her with a car and a home if she asked him. Hell, I would. Steve is a selfish SOB. At Chick-fil-A guy, they say, you get me? Boots on the ground. I met her through my brother dating her, and we became friends afterwards. Okay, my brother laughed about it because she's not a talker like that. But it's their insecurities, Georgia Peach. That's why I don't really believe when they be talking about their relationships with other people as far as them being jealous or wanting to use Shirley. Because when I look at the people that they often reference, they look like they're living better than them. So I don't take what they say with a grain of salt because I know they are the original haters. And to me, they're projecting their insecurities on other people. Because if Ty was a big mouth and talk like that, baby, she'll be on these streets doing interviews. I want to know how he convinced her to write a check to the jewelry store and a car dealership. Don't forget about the RV muffin and the green waters. Heck yeah. He needs some pocket money afterwards. They talked about everybody, right? Because he had us, thinking that Debbie was a bomb. Kind of find out Debbie is college educated. She owned her own home. Her mom is still alive in Chicago. She has a son. She has a daughter. She had a lawsuit. She got retirement money. Baby, Debbie kind of to just bond with her best friend, help her through rough times, especially since they're both going through divorces. But Debbie had divorced her husband with the quickness. She probably got an annulment. Boom. We will never know because SS won't tell. Yeah, I don't think she's going to talk either. We have been getting rain for the last 2 days. We really needed it. Yeah, we have been too. Since Friday. He called it doing business. He said he was going to pay it back with interest, girl. Hey, no, thank you for being a member for 6 months. Appreciate it. Nesto had the audacity to say Peter was corny. Baby, Nesto loved to compare himself to somebody that he ain't got 1%, as someone said earlier in the chat. He ain't got the 1% that these people that he be comparing himself to. Baby, you can't compete where you can't compare, Nesto. No, he wouldn't cause it. He wouldn't have been, yeah. Not fodder for Nesto. Debbie was still taking classes to continue her education. Yes, Ty said that they were friends and she was giving her a heads up as a friend, which is another thing too. Like to me, I know we talked about, cheating, and if you would let, your friend know if you saw their woman or man, cheating, on them. And a lot of people said they wouldn't, they had done it before, and it didn't turn out right. Then some people said it did, whatever. So with this situation, it was so many components with that. And I knew Ty was a real one because the police is involved. So the popo involved, and she still tried to give you a heads up, Shirley. That to me says a lot about Ty. The same in Tampa, but I wanted to be outside for Mother's Day. Okay. Hold up. So why did SS get an upgrade? I mean, some people get an upgraded ring after 5 or 10 years, depending on, they milestones, they mates, I know people that get upgrades like that, anniversaries, birthdays, Christmas. I think he was saying Mike was corny. He does call a lot of people corny. Telling Tamara. Okay, he was saying Mike Hill was corny. He called Peter corny too. Yeah, it depends on which call, but overall, he's sure. He's called. I thought, okay, I know what she's talking about because this is where y'all corrected me at because I thought that he was talking about Peter too. Yes, now I remember because y'all corrected me on this one, and I had forgot all about Mike. Yeah, he was talking about Mike. I remember now. Yes, he did. Okay, Shirley and Nesto ain't nobody friends. No, they too selfish. Ty was actually being a true ride or die friend for their trifling asses. He trying to say on the recent call that he was still doing business with these women, but he got locked up before he could finish. Listen, I did this call months ago. So that's why I made the joke that I made yesterday when we was doing our role play, me, Vicky, and I said what I said. I actually said this, when we was doing our role play. But I did that call about 3 months ago. He called Peter on Roja corny. Okay, he was saying that Cynthia and Peter had broken up. Yeah, he's flip flop. But I know when they were talking about Mike, because I had mixed that up too, and they corrected me. I live on the East Coast. Okay, Nesto, the biggest cornball of them all. Peter and Nesto are both con artists. Yep. I just got an upgrade after 15 years last weekend. Yeah, a lot of people get upgrades. It just depends, especially if you didn't get the ring that you really wanted, at the engagement or your marriage. Sometimes 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, however you want to do it. I've seen it done, that way. Saya gave Nesto that alibi in one of the calls. Hey, Mrs. T. After her daughter Shirley owes Miss Debbie the biggest apology, told that man all of her business. I don't know no grown man that want to know everything about the type of details and the questions that he be asking her about these people business, but I guess it make him feel like he ain't the only fuck up, on this earth. Cause I just don't understand why he be wanting to know, that type of history and details when it comes to these women business. Muffin, they say, oh, you so sweet. She blinging us. She blinded us with her new ring. 15 years. Okay. I got several upgrades. I agree. Because sometimes I know when I've heard, now I don't know because I haven't been married. I've heard a lot of times it's so much expenses with the wedding that sometimes they'll, get a cheaper ring with the thoughts of upgrading it, at some point in time. Ernesto with T. Child, he about to put Gary out of business. My homegirl upgraded her own ring and got a shelf of loose diamonds and a bigger nugget at the top. It's a badass ring after 40 years. Okay, well, I want my man to upgrade me, baby. Like Beyonce, let me upgrade you. He want to know the details because information is the scammers too. Yeah, and even if he's not planning to scam them, maybe he can use that information somewhere else, child. I don't know. The man is collecting data though. True. It's too much. Is y'all ready to move on from Nesto to Diddy? And I'll drop the link after this if y'all might want to come up. But child, y'all may be tired and say, child, we'll talk to you tomorrow, Lady T-Bug. Y'all finish up with the Nesto comments. Of course, I will read them. But I'm going to transition over to Sean, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Combs, Brother Love, whatever you know him as, baby. We're about to transition onto our third subject matter, our third topic. I don't even want to call this a tea topic, baby, because I feel like it's going to be something that we revisit. Maybe not every day, but if some pop up that's, conversation word, then we will definitely talk about it. And I think there's going to be a lot of bombshells dropped here. So I'm sure we'll be talking about it more than often. Yeah, take that. Y'all, but y'all can still chat. Of course, I can flip-flop, child. I can multitask, unlike Nesto. It's nasty calling Peter corny. Okay, but it's because Peter pulled Cynthia and Nesto could never. We still trying to figure out who nasty was trying to pull, but he got stuck with Miss Shirley. I want to talk to Nesto. Okay, but I'm respecting the whole show. Diddy gets on my nerves. Hey, I understand it. I'm not in the trenches like that, but there are a few things that I would like to talk about. And since I live alone and I don't really talk at work like this, y'all would be surprised. I'm gonna talk to y'all right here on the front porch, but y'all can still chat it up, by Nesto. I could pause. I got notes. I could come back to him, Vicky. Okay, because we probably not going to be on the subject matter no more than 25, no more than 30 minutes. But you keep it going. Y'all keep it going. Because this is, y'all on the porch, y'all my guests. I ain't going to kick y'all off because y'all talking about Nesto. My first marriage of 30 years, I had the same, set throughout the marriage. I have 4 sets for different occasions, plus the upgrade. Okay. I think it was Cynthia Bailey. Can't stop, won't stop. Do your thing, Lady T-Bug. Okay, let's get back. Okay, y'all just keep chatting. Keep chatting. Okay, the chat is yours for a minute, because I got to get into it. I got to switch my brain over. My brain hurting up here. My brain hurt like Nesto. But anywho, Sean Combs, okay, the birth certificate name, I guess the legal name, is currently facing federal trial on charges of trafficking, racketeering, RICO, okay, transportation to engage in prostitution, okay, and he has pled not guilty to all of those charges that I just listed. His trial began today, May 12th, 2025, and opening statements begun today as well. The trial is expected to last 8 weeks. That is surprising to me that they think they're going to wrap up this trial in 8 weeks. So if they're going to wrap up Diddy's trial in this short time frame, baby, Nesto's going to be 8 days. And witness testimony is already on the way. The prosecutors are alleging that Combs coerced these women into participating into rug fuel X performances called freak offs and used his business empire to conceal his crimes. If convicted, Combs could face life in prison. He is currently being held without bail in a Brooklyn jail. That's my intro. Okay, I want to hear about the Diddy updates. Okay, let's get into it. Lady T-Bo says she'll keep the light on for us, baby, like Krispy Kreme and Motel 6. Thought he changed it to Brother Love. Child, I gave that name too. I think Nesto would try and go for Cynthia if he got out and not the Cynthia he dealing with now. They say not Cynthia from Rugrats either. Bad boys, come out and play. Do we think he made a pact with the red one to get out? That is one of my questions, Karen. Can we hold pause? Let me write it down. That is one of my questions. I have 4 questions that I'm going to ask. And of course, we can add on to that, as we see fit. And the orange man, and I'm going to say, because I know that's who she's talking about, is going to pardon him. I may let my big sis, I said what I said, take that one. Because I know she'll let him have it. Let him have it. Okay, I told y'all I have been working on a timeline. So we gonna go back in time to present just to talk about some of this ish that Diddy has done, okay, prior to being locked up. I told y'all I was working on my timeline. And sure, I'm working on Nesto's too. It's the red one, the devil, baby. She earned. Okay, who is whispering flavor in Diddy's ear now? Baby, he passed the HIV, the AIDS. No, that's Keith Murray. Never mind. The other one, Craig Mack. Sorry, Keith Murray, but Keith Murray is no longer with us either. But sorry, that was Craig Mack that passed for the HIV and the AIDS. Lady T, well, do you know if Saya has communicated with Nesto since she hit the road? Yeah, they've been texting. But they had not, as of Friday, had any phone calls. I'm still waiting on my request from last week, y'all. It's a hot commodity right now. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Diddy better hope Agent Orange don't Epstein that ass. Let's take it back to 1990. Cynthia's favorite decade. Okay. Sean Diddy Combs, baby. He was Sean Combs did, okay? He was Sean Combs. I don't even think he was P. Diddy because I believe Notorious Big gave him that name. But okay, we'll say he was Sean. At this time, back in 1990, he was a student at Howard University. He was getting his start, in the music business. He was interning at Uptown Records in New York, just in case you didn't know, okay? And that's 1990. So let's fast forward to 1991. 9 people were unalived at a celebrity basketball game promoted by Combs and Heavy D. Heavy D. Okay. Heavy D could get down, but Heavy D is no longer with us either. Okay, he's someone from that uptown bad boy era. And this incident occurred because basically they had too many people, in this gym. And if you've been out and you've been in something that's been overpopulated, overcrowded, over capacity, when some pop off, everybody's trying to run, everybody's trying to get out, trampling over each other. And unfortunately, 9 people were unalive, at this celebrity basketball game. So it was just poor planning. I'm assuming, Diddy was into being a promoter, right? Along with interning and being a college student, at Howard. 1992, Combs teamed up with Mary J. Blige. What's the 411 album debut? He was an EP on that album. Okay, 1993, baby, Uptown had it up to here with Combs, and he was fired. Okay, Andre said, you gotta go. 1993, again, same year. We still in the 90s. Diddy launched his record label, Bad Boy, come out and play. He launched Bad Boy in 1993. He established his own record label. Okay, and he teamed up with Arista Records at that time. And they say he got big money. He got big bucks, when he joined, in with Arista Records. In 1994, Bad Boys released Notorious B.I.G. album, Ready to Die. Okay. A few months later, in 1994, is when Tupac Shakur was pow over in New York. And of course, he accused, Biggie and Sean Combs, of knowing that, he was going to be attacked and not giving him the heads up because, Tupac and Biggie were friends, prior to, this incident. And this is where they beef kind of started from and grew from. And unfortunately, both of them lost their lives from this petty beef. But Biggie and Sean said they ain't know nothing about nothing. They didn't know what was going on. I watched a whole bunch of documentaries when it comes to this prior to him even being locked up, but I'm not going to go into that right now. I'm just going to give my timeline. 1996, Tupac was unalive, in LA. Tupac is my favorite rapper still to this day. 1996, Sean Combs was convicted of criminal mischief, okay, after he was allegedly threatening a photographer with a pow. What y'all talking about in this chat? I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm going through my timeline, okay? So he has another incident that is involving the laws. So he was convicted, okay? He pulled out the strap on a photographer, probably somebody from TMZ, I don't know. 1997, Biggie was unalived in LA. And that's when he became Puff Daddy, okay? So now maybe I could call him Puffy Child. I don't know. 1997, Puff Daddy and the Family released I'll Be Missing You to honor Biggie, his slain artist. In 1998, Home, Diddy, Daddy won 2 Grammys, one for the best rap album. He debuted No Way Out, and another for the best rap performance by duo or group for I'll Be Missing You with Faith Evans. 1998, Sean John fashion line was founded. 1999, Combs and his bodyguards are charged with attacking Interscope Records music executive Steve Stout in New York office in a dispute over a music video. Combs is sentenced to an anger management course. Okay. Another legal strike, December 1999. Combs is arrested on pow possession charges after he and his girlfriend at the time, J-Lo, fled a powing that wounded 3 people in New York City nightclub. Some witnesses tell, that it was P. Diddy, baby. It was Puff Daddy. It was Sean Combs that was among the people that was powing in the club. He is later charged with offering his driver $50,000 to claim ownership of the 9mm pow found in the car. Now, we're out of the 90s era. Sorry, Cynthia. We got to go into the 2000s. 2001, Combs was acquitted, and we know that Shine was convicted and spent 9 years in prison for that incident. 2002, Combs produced Making the Band MTV show. 2004, Combs performed at the Super Bowl halftime show along with Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake. Okay, a week later, Combs, Nelly, Murphy Lee win a Grammy for Best Rap Duo for Shake Your Tail Feathers. Okay. 2004, April, fast forward, Combs makes his Broadway acting debut in A Raisin in the Sun. 2005, sure, he changed his name to P. Diddy, okay? March 2008, Combs settled a lawsuit brought by a man who claimed that Combs punched him in the face, okay, after a post-Oscar party outside a Hollywood hotel the previous year. Okay, so he punching people. 2015, Combs is arrested after a confrontation on the campus of UCLA, where his sons was playing football and assaulted. Charges was later dropped. 2016, Combs launches a Harlem charter school, Capital Preparatory School, and he announces he's donating $1 million to Howard University. 2017, Combs is named the top earner on Forbes' list of the 100 highest paid celebrities, which he says he bought in $130 million in a single year. Okay, they say he bought in $130 million in a single year. Okay. 2018, Kim Porter was unalive due to pneumonia. 2022, Combs receives the lifetime honor at the BET Awards, where he tell Cassie, "Thank you for being there for me during some of my darkest times. I couldn't have made it without you, Cassie." And Young Miami was in the audience with her sign saying, "There's my pimp," allegedly. 2023, we're in November. Cassie sues Combs, alleging that he subjected her to years of abuse, including beating and raping. We're still in 2023, November. Okay, 2 more women came out and accused him of SA, in lawsuits. We know Dawn had came out from Making the Band, and I forgot who the other person was. I didn't note them, but I did note Dawn because she was a part of his, his business, Making the Band. Dawn Richards. We're in 2024 now. Federal agents search Combs' home, LA home in Miami, Beach, Florida home. And May 17th, 2024. I'm giving the full date on this one. CNN, baby, airs the video that shows Combs attacking and beating Cassie in LA hotel. Hallway in, excuse me, LA hotel hallway in 2016. Okay. September 16, 2024. Combs is arrested at Manhattan Hotel for ex-trafficking, RICO indictment, and it was unsealed at that time because before that, I think it was sealed. I made a note to say it was unsealed. Okay, the next day, September 17, 2024, a federal court in Manhattan unsealed charges against Combs. So I have that listed twice, but maybe it was just a reminder for racketeering, trafficking, transportation. Oh my God, transporting to engage in prostitution, alleging he abused, threatened, coerced women, others around him to fulfill sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. September 18th, bond was denied. That's when he put together his bond package for $50 million, baby. He gave everybody passport, everybody up to get out on bond, even the little baby love. And the judge said denied. Okay. September 30th, 2024. Okay, lawyers for Combs filed a notice asking the Second Circuit Court Appeals in the Southern District of New York to overturn the decision to hold him in prison while he awaits trial. We know that was denied. Okay, October 28th, 2024. Federal authorities said they carried out a interagency operation, okay, in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where Combs is awaiting trial. And that's when we found out, baby, he was using them PIN numbers. He was calling, under the other inmates' information. He had that tablet where he say it was for legal purposes, but it didn't have legal written on it. Y'all remember that? We almost done. Few more dates. Oh, no, we ain't. I lied. Okay. October, we still in October 2024. A lot happened in October 2024. Let me just sum it up. Gag order was they did a motion for a gag order on October 25th, 2024. Okay. And I'm going I should have said this at the beginning. I'm making my way up to present date. I don't know if I said that. October 15th, 2024. Combs went to Instagram, baby, with that video. Baby. And then he deleted all those posts, since, during that time. Because, baby, it wasn't a good look. With the kids, doing the videos. Y'all know what I'm talking about. October 11th. A U.S. appeals court basically denied his bond, okay? He's still trying to get out. So, the U.S. appeals court, just said denied. You gotta stick it out, buddy. Okay, October 10th, which is my grandmother's birthday. Combs appeared in court for the first time since his arrest, where a trial date was set, okay, for May 5th. October 9th. That's when the video of his home being searched was leaked on October 8th. The lawyers from Combs' camp filed paperwork asking if he would be allowed to await trial outside of the jail. Of course, that was denied. October 6th, Janice Combs tried to make a statement. Let my baby go. He a good man. It was denied. November 3rd, 2024. Combs lawyer said Judge Subramanian, okay, another letter asking if he could place all the potential witnesses under gag orders, okay, until federal trial scheduled for May 2025. That was denied. Okay. We are in November now. Another bail request package was submitted, denied. Okay, still in November. I'll tell y'all when we get to another another month and year. Okay. I mean, pretty much in November, he was putting in a lot of bond requests, a lot of bond motions. They were all denied. Okay, he was requesting a bond to get out on bond on November 3rd, November 8th, November 15th, on the 19th. Combs Cap asked that they get rid of the handwritten notes that we talked about earlier. And the judge was supposed to make a decision, but they lied. They lied and said that he had legal written on the pad and he didn't. Okay. So on the 27th, Submarinian denied Combs' request to be released on bail, citing compelling evidence of Combs, just being a violent person. He also stated that there was evidence supporting a serious risk of witness tampering, along with evidence that he violated the Bureau of Prisons regulations during his pretrial, detention stay, right, with third-party communication. The judge also wrote the government prosecutors have shown by clear and convincing evidence that no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the safety of the community. So denied December 18th, 2024. The court Combs appeared in court for a brief hearing in the federal case at which federal prosecutors said they plan to disclose all available evidence to the defense team by the end of the year so they can prepare for the May trial, which is going on now. Now we're in the 2025, January 14th, 2025. Lawyers for Sean Diddy Combs submitted a letter to federal judges, the federal judge, demanding prosecutors produce the video mentioned in the indictment. So-called freak-off parties claiming they showed his sexual activities, with one of his alleged victims was consensual, and they will prove it, The police should not be prosecuting him for his sexual appetite, right? That all these incidents were consensual. March 14th, Combs pled not guilty to a new indictment prosecutors presented in Manhattan court, sorry. Sure. And that's when he stated that he wanted a jury trial, of course, and they began, the jury trial process on May 5th, and the trial date beginning today on May 12th. April 25th, 2025, at pretrial hearing in New York court, the defense failed to prove a video of Combs beating Cassie in a hotel in 2016 is admissible. So, of course, they're going to have that as proof. I think I read that was shown today, but I'm not 100% sure. Again, on April 25th at the hearing, the same hearing, Combs had rejected a plea offer. So they did offer him a plea deal, but we don't know what it is because that was sealed and it's undisclosed to the public. April 19th. Oh, I went out of order. I got excited. Combs Count asked for a delay in his trial date, but them folks said you asked for a speedy trial, sir. So no. We're going to trial, baby, on May 12th. Hook or crook. Okay, because and by that time he had hired Brian Steele, and I forgot the black lady name that he hired as well during that time. Also in April 2025. Oh, we already talked about that. Okay, never mind. He pled guilty was what I was going to say. And May 1st, okay? I told y'all I had my timeline. Y'all thought I was playing. Holmes turned down a plea deal from federal prosecutors, confirming his decision with federal judge Subramanian 4 days before he was scheduled to stand trial on 5 federal charges, ex-trafficking, racketeering, in which all he pled not guilty. And on May 5th, that's when the jury began. Baby, that's what Nesto gonna be giving when I finally get my timeline together. Where was I in this check? Okay, all day I was like, song, woo, Black Rob. I don't think Keith Murray is deceased. Oh, Keith Murray's still here? What did Mary know? I don't know. Is she gonna be on the witness? Heavy D. Overweight lover in the house. I believe it may come to what position, wink wink, he got Orange Man in with those tapes he got. Ooh. I was a bad girl that whole era. Do tell, LC. Do tell. Now, is it true? Did he lock the door? That's why it's been said that he was responsible, not Heavy D. I was making folks into I cannot with her. Bad boys did age well. No, mostly everybody is unalive. Yeah, Craig Mack, I know for sure because he went out with that bye-bye. You know, they say the orange is holding up, disclosing all of Epstein's file to all the artists who wanted a manager, not all up in their video. Come to death row, baby. Shoot night. Who won't? Rappers don't live, baby. Yes, they did not have permission to use Sting music for I'll Be Missing You. Sting sued and got the royalties. Yes, they do not get any money from that song. My name is Shine. You are Destiny. That was my jam. Hey, Mons. Diddy and Nesto have about the same amount of cycles, baby. 19 cycles. Is he protecting his tail feather in that jail? Oh my God. He he assaulted an assistant coach or a coach at UCLA, alleged since charges were dropped. Yep. I like Raising in the Sun with him and Sanaa Lathan and Felicia Rashad. Okay, Heavy D and Albie Shores are first cousins. I did not know that. I saw that Albie Shore been doing interviews. I think he released a book. Yep, I was just about to say that. I love you, Poppy. Miss E. Where is Lorianne Gibson, the choreographer from Making the Band? She knows something and do. She might be on the witness list. You know, none of this stuff is published. SS just out there. Ain't no way I couldn't see where his money was coming from. And it definitely would not be my coins being spent. Farnsworth Bentley, I heard is working a corporate job. He's married. He has kids, Miss E. Baby, he got the hell out of Dodge. I bet he got trophy room somewhere with something from his victims. I knew who you meant, Miss E. I could not have a man without a job. Okay, I'm on my good job working. baby, and he running the streets with no direct deposit or benefits. Never. Miss Roper was doing too much. Mrs. Roper was doing too much. You love some Heavy D, baby. Heavy D had the moves. Heavy D and the boys, Puffy them folks gonna baptize your ass. Everybody is unalive, and Diddy is the common denominator. He tried to take out Albie Shore. Right. So we could just talk about that for a little bit. That was my timeline, chill. Okay, since this is new here on the front pouch. Okay, that is very crazy because Kim Porter is mysteriously gone from pneumonia. Her doctor his mysteriously went on to the deluxe apartment in the sky. Okay, the golden the golden gates he has walked through. The person that did her autopsy is no longer here. We could go down the line with everybody associated with him that's no longer here. And Heavy D, from his record label, there's like a lot of deaths amongst them, his bodyguards. I mean, it's if you really watch a lot of those documentaries, like with Gene, his one of his ex-bodyguards does a lot of interviews. It's crazy. And he's definitely the common denominator. Oh, I read your mind, Lady Janice. I watch all of Gene Deal's interviews. And I just cannot believe like the type of power, manipulation, the resources, and all the things that he had back then. It's hard to come up against like a organization like that if you're just an individual person, like a starving artist or whatever, capacity were working with him in. What? I did not know that. You didn't know that, Ebony? I was doing too much Bonnie and Shine in those days. Yep, Jamie Foxx. They said that was connected to him. We already said Biggie. We've already said Tupac. Like I said, Craig Mack, but they're saying he was had HIV or AIDS. And I'm sorry I mixed them up with Keith Murray because I didn't mean to do that. I need to go find that thing where they had listed like a lot of people that was connected with Diddy that are no longer here. I need to find it. Because it was crazy. We talked about Andre Harrell. Whether we think it's associated with him or not, he's no longer here. All his old bodyguards from back then, like the one that Gene talks about all the time that gave him, I think it's Wolf, gave him the money to start Bad Boys with, and when he wanted his money back because he wanted to get out of the lifestyle, he was found, he was dead. He was killed. He was unalive. Was Whitney Houston, did they say Whitney Houston had went to one of Diddy parties, or was it Clyde Davis party that she went to before she passed away? It's a lot. I'll work on that list. I'll get a list because there are lists out here. Like, it's a conspiracy. We would say that. But even the rumor that they had about we'll say allegedly about Cassie getting a breast job that she didn't want, right? Diddy didn't like the way they looked. So like a few days after she had the breast job, he forced allegedly the doctor to redo it. That doctor is no longer alive. That doctor is not here. Aaron Carter, Clive Davis. I know who you mean, Clive Davis. Diddy is connected to the death of Aaron Carter. Okay. So It's a lot of people that they've been name dropping. Almost everyone he worked with is gone to meet Jesus. Yes, Wolf. Okay. I want to make sure I said the right name because I ain't planning to talk about him, but I do watch all the Gene interviews because a lot of those people he be talking about Haitian Black, Big Meech, I be like, oh my God. Like, just listen to some of the music, especially the underground music, when they got a lot of these people names in those music. It's like crazy to me. Yes, her too. They used Ray J, the corner. Yep, yep. Hey, old man Johnson's farm. Yes, the corner is gone as well. What's up with Diddy and Bieber? We don't know because this is federal. We don't get all the exposure. They can't record in there. We don't get the witness list. We can't get the documents like we do with Nesto because this is federal. So how long? Okay, we good on time. I don't want to do overkill, but I do want to pull up this I do want to pull up the jury list. After we done took our trip down memory lane. I do because I thought this was interesting and this was something I said we were gonna do last week, sure, but Lady T-Bug, had an outage. My nephew gave me a heart attack eating some shrimp he was allergic to. Let me pull up. Where did I save it at? Because we did talk about briefly. Y'all drop down in the chat and let me know if y'all served on the jury. We've talked about it on and off. I told y'all I've been selected 3 times for the jury. Twice the individuals took a plea deal right before we were supposed to report to trial, and then I was on a unaliving case with friends. That was a tough one. So y'all drop down in the chat and let me know if y'all have served on a jury, and if you haven't, would you like to? I was like, I was intrigued. At first I was like, dang, I got picked, but I was intrigued. I was intrigued though. I was like, what is this? Like, I'm glad I experienced it. I would do it again. I just got another summons, but for the federal court here. I think they call it the Northern District here where I'm at. But it was just a survey now. And I filled it out. I did my part. I filled it out, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know if they're gonna call me or pick me, but I did fill it out. And no. And sure, I guess I think I'll do it. Sure. I don't know. It depends. I guess it depends on what type of case it is, child. That one with the unaliving of the friends, that was a tough one. Okay, back over here to the chat. Okay. Good night, folks. Good night. Thank you so much, Elsie, for sitting with me as long as you have. See you tomorrow. I'm sure you'll catch the replay. I didn't care nothing about her health. Right. But the doctor that performed her breast job, baby, he is not here. They say he had a car accident. Kid Cudi, car was blown up when Cassie finally got the strength to leave him and moved on and was dating him. His car was blown up. The coroner thinks that Kim Porter was yes. I stepped away for a minute and you still acting up. Yeah, now she finna go to bed. I have only served on the grand jury. Okay. I always wanted to. Nope, I've never got wind. I got summons for jury duty. I love jury duty. I have a federal summons pending with Big U. I'd rather not. That may be too much. I hate jury duty. Had to serve 2 times. I actually liked it, but sure, that's just probably me being me. And And I do think more of us, if we have the opportunity and it's not a strain, on you because of how the justice system is unfair, not favorable to Black people, I do think we need to be have more representation on the jury because they don't understand us. Wale, yep, I heard about Wale. Yes, Wale and Cassie's friend. I think she's on the jury list. I think, just me thinking, not that I have no inside sight. She was also jacked up and hung over the balcony as well. At Ebony, what is the length of federal summons? True. You may be a month, or you may have to call in every Monday for a month, is from what I was seeing. Okay, let me remove this. Oh, I need to make that bigger. Okay, it's 17 pages. We're gonna browse through. We're not gonna read word for word, but this was the jury questionnaire instructions provided when they were picking the jurors for Diddy's trial. He has 12 jurors and 6 alternates. So someone get put out. If somebody get put out, and if somebody get sick, or have an emergency or whatever, they have the alternates there to join in, so they don't have to start trial over again. And from my understanding, there's like 8 men and 4 women, and their ages, their ages are kind of like up there, y'all. Let me see. I saw a chart. I saw a chart. Hopefully I saved it, because it looked like they're like retired, individuals like in their 60s and stuff like that. That was picked and chosen for this for his trial. I saw a video of one of his jurors said he was happy to be up off of there. Okay, they say meet the jury in the Diddy's trial. There's a 69-year-old actor and massage therapist. What do y'all think he gonna say about all that damn baby oil? That's his profession. A 31-year-old investment analyst, a 50-year-old scientist. So, the scientists may know about those how he they say that he's allegedly drugging some of these individuals. So if that is a science, they may know something about those what do they call it when they put some in a drink, spiking of the drinks, or just the I'll say the rugs. Okay, a 30-year-old deli clerk, a 42-year-old, what is that, a mirroring home aide, a home aide, but it's MURING. I know what a home health aide is, but I don't know if that's the same thing. A 41-year-old communications at a correctional facility. So, all those calls, those, exchanging of the pens. So they may want to uphold the law because they have experience working with criminals, right? A 68-year-old retired banker. Okay, so when they talk about some of these monies and funds that have been exchanged, these NDAs for coin, maybe the retired banker can tell us about these drafts, or give their expertise when they're deliberating. They're not going to be telling us nothing. 68-year-old retired telecommunication worker. Ooh, say he got videos. 39-year-old social worker. Okay, now a social worker has worked with victims, so they may have some expertise when it comes to that. Another 30-year-old social worker, this a man and a woman. Okay, a 60-year-old logistics analyst, crunching numbers. 74-year-old treatment coordinator. So that's a person that's familiar with drugs, if they, a treatment coordinator. A 40-year-old, some type of assistant. I think that's a typo. 2 males, they don't have their occupations, and then a 74-year-old treatment coordinator. Now, I don't know if this is true, but I saw that on the internet, so we're going to say allegedly, okay? So pretty much with these preliminary instructions, they're telling them that please read this, okay? Read it carefully before completing any portion of this questionnaire. Please print your juror number in the spaces provided at the top of each page. Do not write your name on the questionnaire. Use your number, baby, so you can be anonymous. Please answer each and every question fully. Some questions have more than one part, so just make sure you take your time. Don't complete it without reading it. Be careful. Do not put your name. Use your number, okay? And then they're telling them you are sworn to give true and complete answers to all questions in this questionnaire. Do not discuss your questions and answers or the case with anyone known until further instructions by the court. Do not do your own research in this case. Yeah, they don't want you to have any information prior to, being, on that jury, on the jury. They told us that we couldn't watch the news or anything like that. But it's like, I don't even want to cut my TV on. But my case wasn't as high profile as this, so I could actually watch TV. But with Diddy, this is very high profile. So it's probably best that you don't even do nothing on the internet at this point and let your family members know. Don't say nothing to me because I am, a part of the jury. Summary of the case. This is a criminal case based by the base. This is a criminal case brought by the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York. Okay, the defendant is Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love. Mr. Combs has been charged in an indictment alleging a number of crimes, including racketeering or RICO conspiracy, trafficking, and transporting. I can't even read. To engage in prostitution, kidnapping, arson, obstruction of justice, bribery, drug distribution, forced labor, and an indictment is not evidence of anything. Mr. Combs has pled not guilty to all charges. Mr. Combs is presumed innocent, and before he can be found guilty on any charges, the jury must find that the government has proven each element of that crime beyond a reasonable doubt. Okay? For some reason, I cannot say this word tonight. Maybe he is. This ain't a good look. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna get out of this one. So this is the schedule that they, presented to the jurors. Okay, jury selection will be May 5th, 2025 through May 9th, 2025, and the trial will begin on May 12th. Okay, they got the time frames down here. And they got the holidays on here that they will not be in court: Memorial Day, Juneteenth, and Independence Day, July 4th. If you are selected as a juror, you will be required to be present for the taking of testimony evidence for as long as the trial lasts. There's no plan to sequester the jury, which means you will go home every day after court. Okay, so they're not putting them up in a hotel or trying to keep them secluded. Okay, please turn the page and read and complete the questionnaire. Okay, so that's where they're saying to put the jury ID information at, ability to serve. All jury service involves some degree of hardship. Our court and justice system depends on citizens doing the civic duty to serve as jurors, which involves temporarily putting aside their regular business for jury service. The court views service on a jury to be one of the highest duties a citizen owes to the United States. Mere inconvenience of the usual financial hardship of jury service will not be sufficient to excuse all prospective jurors. You must show extraordinary personal or financial hardship to be excused from services. Okay? So they want you there like Uncle Sam, baby. You in the army now. They want you. Let me see what y'all talking about. I completed the survey. Not sure my job pays unlimited. So mine do too. AF. Can you imagine having to watch those freak off tapes? I have that as a question. But since you brought it up, we know if you've been watching the news today that his kids were present in court today, all except for baby love, right? Can you imagine hearing all these things about your daddy's escapades, video and audio? I know they want to be there to support him, to show up as a united front, but this too much. I don't want to know all this about my parent. And that will be tough on the jurors. At the time, I worked for a small family-owned company. After my 30 days spent, they changed the handbook to only cover jury duty for a week. Did they give the ethnic makeup? No. I would love to watch all of it. Me too. The 42-year-old would have heard about all of Diddy allegations all this year. I heard it was all Snow White. Really? I've been selected for about 5 juries since 18. 3 criminal verdict reached, 1 civil. Okay, verdict reached out, and 1 criminal. The defendant decided to take a deal. Okay. You experience. I'm surprised they're not sequestered. Me too. It's going to be guilty. I was just going to say that, Vicky. That's awful. And he has girls. Our kids, yes, but Diddy kids probably already know about them. Get your freak offs. Get your freak offs. Well, I was just like, I was thinking about that though too, about the jurors. Like, damn, I really got to sit up here and listen to this. But then my mind shifted to his mom and the kids. Like, that's something I don't want to know about my child or my father or mother. Okay. Question number 1: do any circumstances exist, okay, such that serving on the jury in this case would entail serious hardship or extreme inconvenience? Yes or no? For me, it will be no, because I get paid 100% by my job as well. Okay, then they have, please note, in the event you are excused from service on the jury, you will likely not be excused from jury service in general. Okay, you're gonna go back in the damn pool. You will instead be required to report to the court's jury clerk for placement on another panel for another case. So even if you're trying to get off of this one, you may be put on another one. You'll be sent back to the pool. I call it the pool because that's what we call it here. Okay, so what would y'all answer be? Yes or no? For me, it would be no. I don't have to take care of anybody. I get paid for my job. I don't have kids. I don't have to pay anybody. So it will be no for me. Let me put on my phone so I can see what y'all are talking about in the chat. I think I got my phone. Okay, I do. Okay. I think it's a setup for a mistrial. Okay. Our kids, yes, but Diddy's okay. They say no. Okay, Diddy got this behavior from his mother, and their relationship is weird and creepy. Yes, especially with him kissing her in the mouth, Lady Janice. And he may have the kids there as a strategy, right? A strategy tactic to soften the jurors. Like, oh, look at the kids, but in my mind, it's like, why the hell do you want your kids here? Okay, especially the girls. Number 2, do you have any personal commitments that will make it difficult for you to get to court by 9 a.m. each day of the trial or remain at the courthouse until 5 p.m.? For me, no. I don't carpool with anyone. Okay, I don't have to drop anybody off at school or work or pick them up. I don't have an elderly parent or anybody that I have to care for. So for me, it will be no. What about y'all in the chat? Nope, I ain't got nothing to do. Put me in, coach. Take me off the bench. Do you have any difficulty reading, speaking, or understanding English? True. No, unfortunately. I just won't be having to act country, okay? So it'll be no. I can read, write, and speak English. I can comprehend. I ain't slow. I ain't slow. What about y'all in the chat? Question 3 is a no for me. Do you have any medical, physical, or mental conditions or illness that make you unable to serve on a jury, including difficult hearing, seeing, reading, or concentrating? That'll be a no for me as well. Question 4. If yes, please briefly describe the condition or illness. If you believe you could serve as a juror, if such conditions were accommodated in some way, please state that accommodation. So again, I don't have any medical conditions. I don't have any type of disability. So that'll be a no for me as well. 4 is no. 5. Are you taking any medication which will prevent you from giving full attention to all the evidence at this trial? 5 is no. Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all answer is. Do you have any prepaid and non-refundable travel plans between May 12th and July 18th? Well, I'm trying to see Keisha Cole down in Tampa. That's it. Okay. Ain't no HIPAA with the feds. Well, this is if you're trying to get off of the jury, you gotta disclose that information. But HIPAA is between your medical provider and you. Okay. So it's not with it doesn't really apply in this situation. Your medical provider cannot disclose, anything medical about you. You get me some good reading glasses, not the Dollar Tree ones. Yes, med for tuberculosis. Okay, so we got meds for TB. Yes, okay. Him kissing his mama in the mouth. Child, they trying to hide your comment. There's nothing wrong with that comment. They being messy. I could actually see the hidden comments on my phone. They don't show that in StreamYard. Vacations, baby. Long as I'm out by August 1st, my birthday, I'm good. But I am trying to see Keisha Cole in Tampa. I think it's July 19th, though. I don't have my ticket yet, so that'll be a no. Do you have any religious, philosophical, or other beliefs that will make you unable to render a verdict in a criminal case? No, death penalty is all right with me. The Bible say thou should not kill, but I'm not doing the killing. The feds will be doing that part, okay? Number 8, the charges in the case involve allegations of kidnapping, arson, bribery of witnesses, obstruction of justice, drug distribution, forced labor, trafficking, transportation of purposes of engaging in prostitution. Is there anything about the nature of these allegations that will make it difficult for you to be fair and impartial? No. No, I don't have no hesitancy when it comes to that either. Let me see. I think Cassie sticking around for 11 years is going to give some people pause. It will not give me pause at all. And anybody that has been in an abusive relationship, you can see why that happened. And when they weren't together, I don't feel like they were together a straight 11 years, but he had her to sign a 10-year contract, a 10 album contract okay, that is a setup. He basically controlled her financially because she couldn't work. You were not putting out albums so she can have her own money. And when she did leave him and was dating Kid Cudi, baby, his car was blown up, which is why they have that, that charge on here. I think that's for Kid Cudi. Okay. They talking about also during that time, him, threatening family members, her friends, holding her hostage, using his security to keep her, guarded so she wouldn't be able to leave. So it wouldn't be hard for me. Hey, Leo, Petty, 21st. So it wouldn't be hard for me because Cassie was very young, impressionable, and she got sucked up into some mess that she didn't even know and couldn't get out of. And calling the police, he had the police on his payroll. Like I said, he has so much going on, and I feel like they could prove that, or at least say it, you know what I mean, and show proof. There may be evidence of graphic videos and photographs, including videos of physical violence, in connection with this case. Is there anything about the nature of the evidence that will make it difficult for you to be fair and impartial? No. And you got to know too, like people, there's a lot of people that are saying that they were unalive due to Diddy calling up, making a call on that. But all of that will come out in the court. So, 11 years when someone's 18 years old and 19 years old, I wouldn't feel that way, but I could see why you would feel that way though, Eve. I could see that. I could see both sides, but there's a lot of factors into why she stayed. And then I think he was taking care of her parents too. So again, the responsibility is on her, but baby, y'all better get a job. I can't do it. Okay, and they have number 9 broken out into like different parts. So if this will be an issue for you, you wouldn't be able to be fair or partial or whatever, impartial, then you need to explain why. There may be evidence of explicit videos, photographs, and language in connection with the case. Would such evidence interfere with your ability to sit fairly and impartially in hearing the evidence of the lack of evidence? So again, it'll be yes or no. I mean, if I'm in there, I'm gonna say no. Would you be able to listen and discuss matters of S nature with fellow jurors? No, I don't think I have a problem with that either. I haven't had a yes yet. I mean, I would be. That's a yes. That'll be a yes. I'm sorry. That will be a yes. I will be able to sit and discuss S nature with fellow jurors. I'll be able to do that. That's my first yes. Have you, a family member, or someone close to you been the victim of SA, SH, or domestic violence? I will answer yes for that. And then I will explain. If yes, would that experience affect your ability to fairly and without bias sit as a juror on this case? No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. It would have been a yes to all these questions, Your Honor. I cannot believe you can't be fair and impartial, Big. You'll be biased. Have you, a family member, or someone close to you been accused or charged with SA or domestic violence? Yes, not SA, but domestic violence. Yes. If yes, would that experience affect your ability to fairly and without bias sit as a juror in this case? No. I can isolate the incidents and my experiences. Number 12, have you and any member of your family or anyone close to you ever been a victim of a crime of violence, reported or not? Yes. Was there an arrest? Yes. Was there an outcome? Yes. The person went to prison. Number 13, have you or anyone close to you ever been accused, arrested, charged, or convicted of a crime other than a traffic ticket? Yes. Yes, I got family members that done been in jail. So I would say yes. This like a damn job application when you working for like Department of Corrections or a law enforcement agency, baby. Ooh. Number 14, have you or has any member of your family with whom you reside at the time or a close friend ever been employed by or receiving training from any local, state, or federal law enforcement agency? Yes, me. Me, yes. If yes, do you believe this will interfere with your ability to serve as a fair and impartial juror? No. I'm gonna want to be on here. Why? I don't know. Do you have any personal religious? They've already asked this. Philosophical or other beliefs that would prevent you from being fair and impartial? No, not that I could think of, Your Honor. Let me see what y'all said. JT, glad to hear you're good. Are they paying these people for serving on this case? I don't know about federal, but I can't get paid because my job pay me. So I know that I wouldn't be able to get paid because yeah, I'll get paid 100% from my job. And I think here, if you don't get paid by your job, they do give you like a daily pay. But I don't know about federal. I just know about state. And it's not that much. It's like $25 a day or something like that. It's not that much. I'll be like, Your Honor, and such. I could do jury duty if I can have snacks, baby. I need my preference of snack. Otherwise, I can't focus or comprehend. Can I chew gum? Okay, this is a different section. Basic legal principles and media restrictions. This for Angelica. Number 16. Under the law, the facts. No, I'm just being messy because they said media restrictions. Under the law, the facts are for the jury to determine, and the law is for the judge to determine. You are required to accept the law as the judge explains it to you, even if you do not like the law or disagree with it. And you must determine the facts according to those instructions. Do you accept the principles and will you be able to follow the judge's instructions if selected to serve on the jury? I would say yes. I was kind of asked a question similar to this when I was on jury duty. And number 17, which I believe is the last question, the law provides that a defendant in a criminal case is presumed innocent at all stages of the trial and is not required to put on any defense at all. The government is required to prove the defendant's guilty beyond a reasonable doubt on each charge. Do you accept these principles and will you be able to apply them if selected to serve as jury duty? Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, $50 a day. I think it will be You think I will be biased? Okay, you'll be biased, a lady? I think that's the last question. Oh, no. I thought it was only 17. Sorry. Number 18, the law provides that a defendant in a criminal case has an absolute right not to testify and that a jury cannot hold it against the defendant if he chooses not to testify. Do you accept these principles and will you be able to apply if selected to serve on the jury? Yes, because sometimes it's better not to say nothing, especially if you Nesto, because you're not going to make it out of there if you talk. Number 19, a jury is required by law to make his or her decisions based solely on the evidence or lack of evidence presented in court, and not on the basis of conjecture, I'm sure I messed that up, suspicion, bias, sympathy, or prejudice. Do you accept the principle, and will you be able to apply if selected to serve on the jury? So that means you got to base your verdict, on the evidence shown, not on your beliefs. You can't be biased, not on because you're suspicious of the person, they look guilty. You got to go by the evidence. Under the law, number 20, under the law, the question of punishment is for the court alone to decide, and thus the issue of punishment must not be entered into the deliberations as to whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty as charged. Do you accept the principles, and will you be able to apply it if selected, to serve as a jury? So you don't know what if the person is found guilty, you're not gonna be able to, decide if the person's guilty or not, because they're gonna get life in prison, or they're gonna get time served, or a year. That's not a part of your determination. 21, the case is likely to receive ongoing media attention as instructed above from now until your jury service is completed. You are instructed to avoid all media coverage and not to go on the internet, social media with regard to the case for any purpose. That is, you are forbidden from consuming any news media or social media about this case, and from discussing this case or anyone participating in this case outside of the courtroom. You also must not discuss the case with anyone. This includes your family, friends, spouse, domestic partner, colleague, or co-worker. The instructions apply from now until you are either dismissed from jury selection or chosen as a juror and the trial is completed. When we return from the next step in jury selection, the judge will ask you if you have followed these instructions. Do you have any reservations or concerns about your ability or willingness to follow these instructions? Child, I gotta be on YouTube, so I'm gonna have an issue with that, child. I got a problem, baby. I'm Lady T-Bug. I can't do that one. They're gonna kick me off. Baby, I already been talking. Child, I can't do it. I have to tell them, baby, I'm a content creator, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a blogger. Number 22. Oh, this is a different section. Prior jury service. So this will be me. 22. Have you ever served as a juror in a trial in any court? Yes. Okay, and I'll tell them about my case. 23. Have you ever served as a member of a grand jury in court? Yes, I have. 24. Is there anything about your past jury service that would prevent you from acting as a fair and impartial juror in this case? No. And then we have relationships. Why did I think I was done? Hey, Lady Sparkles, welcome. It's the Lady T-Bug. I love the name and the superstars. Thank you. Hey, Moss and Chats. Lady Sparkle Smooth is speaking to you. Okay. Afraid you'll end up in jail. What my sis going to jail for? You will be concerned about the case, girl. And girl, let me tell you, if I made it on here, baby, I'm telling y'all, just like I said with YSL, I'm gonna make me some damn money, baby, because Lady T-Bug gonna write a book. I'm gonna be doing interviews. I'm gonna be doing the most after trial. Okay. I didn't read this. Relationship with participants. Number 25. Do you or does any member of your family or close friends personally know or have a past or present dealing with any of the following individuals. A, the defendant in the case, Sean Combs, or his family members, even his pets, they want to know. Okay. B, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Jay Clayton, or anyone else who works for or used to work for the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York. No, I'm a Floridian, baby. C, any of the assistant United States attorneys who are prosecuting this case, and they list them there. So we don't know them. We don't know them folks, right? Y'all know any of them? Y'all have any relationships? I'm not going to read them all out. D, any other defense attorneys. Child, Brian Steele is my favorite. Our YSL groupie, do that count? I'm biased towards Brian Steele. E, the U.S. District Judge who is presiding over this case. Subrahmanian, baby. I'm assuming that's Aaron. Or anyone who works on his staff? No. So if you answer yes to any of the above sub-questions, please explain whom you know, how you know the individual, and whether your relationship with that person might make it difficult for you to be fair and impartial during this case. Knowledge of the case. This case and other matters involving Mr. Combs have been widely reported in national and local news. There is nothing wrong with having seen or heard something about this case or about Mr. Combs. It is important to answer all of the following questions truthfully and fully. 26. Before today, had you read, seen, or heard anything about Mr. Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, or criminal charges brought against Mr. Combs? I will have to say yes. And I'll be like, yeah, I consume hip hop. I am hip hop. So I will have to say, you know, and Tupac is my favorite rapper. 27, have you personally formed any opinion about Mr. Combs' guilt or innocence of the crimes charged as a result of anything you have heard, read, or seen? Yes, he's guilty. I seen that video of him and Cassie. 28, based on anything that you have read, seen, or heard about Mr. Combs, including anything about the criminal charges against Mr. Combs, have you formed any opinion about Mr. Combs that might make it difficult for you to be fair and impartial during this case? Well, no. I'll say no. Overall. 29. Have you communicated to others, post your opinion on social media or online, or liked any social media post about Mr. Combs? Yes, Lady T-Bug. 30, based on anything you have read, seen, or heard about Mr. Combs, including anything about criminal charges brought against Mr. Combs, would you be able to follow the court's instructions to put that information out of your mind and decide this case based only on the evidence on the evidence presented at this trial? Yeah, I could do that. 31, is there any matters not covered by the questionnaire that you think is important to bring to the attention of the court? I'd probably say no, child, because they're going to be wanting you to talk in front of everybody. I ain't trying to do all that talking. And then you got to sign it and do not write your name. Please sign your juror number. Don't write your name, just your juror number. So that was 17 pages, baby. Oh, Lord. Let me go back up here where we left off. Child, I think it's a setup for a mistrial. I read some of these. Okay, from my phone. I'm going to highlight them. It will be a lie. I think Cassie's sticking around. We talked about that one. And Cassie's pregnant, so she may get sympathy from the jurors on being pregnant as well. Okay. Will my ability to read, write, and comprehend, okay, has been questioned a little bit due to listening to Nesto and the remedial conversations, baby. Lady Janice said, I done reverted back to damn kindergarten. Okay, I read those. You know, okay, I read Vicky's. We talked about the stipends. And then I don't think you get paid though till after you serve. Jackson, Tabasco. I need at least $150 a day. I'm gonna need about 500 a day, baby. This high profile. Grand jury for a month. Okay. Okay. She breaking down. Hey, Peppermint Patty. Diddy folks trying to intimidate them folks already. Yeah, because I'm like, why would you want the daughters there? This is a lot. And I'm impatient at about 3. I'm gonna be like, you ready to go home? It's a wrap. We did get breaks, like work, 2 15-minute breaks. Or if they had something to talk about, they would send us back, to our little room and a lunch break. You say $100 a day per diem. Child, some people ain't making $100 a day on their job. That's what I would be concerned about in this case. Those bitches are not comfortable. Thanks again. Some of these I skip. I already know I will be cutting up. They probably asked me to leave. No, I just won't want his folks messing with me. Child, who gonna check me, boo? In my Nene voice, I would lie and say my dead grandpa on my daddy's side used to date Janice. You gonna say he was a pimp? I was about to say we got to discuss with the front porch. So you honor, I can. Yeah, we're gonna have to use the front porch as we gotta disclose that. Chicken George, aka SYSL Daddy Radio. No, I cannot do his daddy. I'm a hip hop. You a fan? You will be dismissed, man. It's gonna be Love Jones up over here, baby. Okay, somebody gonna be biased with Brian Steele with me. Yes, Your Honor. I've been hearing all about Puff and these charges since I was a kid. This sounds like a government application to get a job. Jeez, yes. I have been informed. Want to know what it is? Listen, I don't need some damn gas money and lunch money. I would talk to everybody with no problem. Yeah, because it's like, who we gonna talk to? At least let us talk to our jury. Look, our jury mates. I don't know what you call them, but listen, shoot, you want me to be quiet and not talk for weeks? Oh, baby, that ain't gonna work. The one that I was on, it was like a little over a week. So it wasn't too long. Sometimes Nesto confused and my confusion, and I have to turn him off. Listen, when you gotta dumb down your thoughts, that's when you like, okay, I don't feel like being dumb today, so I'll catch Nesto tomorrow. Okay, so if you've been watching or just been popping in, is there anything at this time that you have been surprised about? I think I've already told y'all I was surprised that the kids were there with this type of graphic details about their daddy. I would not want to know, and the mama too as well. But I was surprised that Jaguar was there today, and Lil Rod was. There was a sighting of both of them. So if you didn't see it, if you could find, I'm sure it's some footage out here. But Jaguar was there today at court. Yes, Jaguar, right. So she must not have no warrants, baby. Allegedly. And Lil Rod was there. I don't know if he's gonna be, a part of the witness list, because he has not been successful with his civil suits against Diddy, but he was in court today as well. Misa, Justin's mom was on a walker. Somebody said she had knee surgery. She was there. I think all the baby moms was there, except for Kim, of course. So I was surprised to know they were there in court today. I was surprised Angelica was there. Rumors. Now the rumors. I don't watch Jaguar, so I'm gonna have to sit that one out. I did hear that Brian McKnight was suing her. So thinking that maybe she said something about him that wasn't right. But I have been perplexed about people not going after her legally. So I'm like, is she really telling the truth? But I've never watched her content. I've only seen clips about her. If that makes sense. Oh, now I did hear a rumor about Cassie being having a golden shower and it being on one of the videos. That was surprising to me. I thought I had heard it all when it came to them. And I know they're naming like a lot of the witnesses, just they're giving them, anonymous little names. They're not going to give their actual names. I don't know if that's going to be the case throughout the entire trial with all the witnesses, but I know what it's about 4 or 5 of them that they're not disclosing their names. So we just got to go by what is being reported by the actual individuals that are attending court. The girl got up and left when they started talking about that. Oh, thank God. Did you hear someone Number 2 is Cass. Yes, yes, a lady. Jag was giving interviews. Oh, Jag was. I can't watch her because I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I can't watch her. But I would now. I'm not gonna lie. I do watch clips of her. Like a Tasha K. Shade Room or someone like that. Drop a clip. I will watch those. So we did talk about Wale. I got some little notes that I wrote. I saw one of the jurors that was dismissed did a video on TMZ posted. Baby, that man said he was happy as hell to get out of there. They say Diddy was in there reading the Bible, child. I'm like, sir, it's too late. Okay. They say he had his Bible out. So maybe Nesto will be able to bring his custom Bible that Cynthia got him when he go to court. And these are rumors, okay, allegedly. Did the team think that they're going to be able to prove that Cassie was a willing participant though, Eve? And they're even saying that, he wouldn't even make the prostitutes strap up, the male ones. I guess it had to be, raw. Oh, another thing that I heard that the judge, Subrahmanian, once paid for a client celebrity dinner. Okay. So he has some type of, I guess we could say, connection with the celebrity. What else did I hear? I'm going through my notes because Troy, that timeline almost took me out. Moving forward, we'll just be doing, rumors and things we've heard since we're not actually there to witness it ourselves. Do y'all think Kanye West would be called as a witness? I'll be sure said he plans to testify. And what about little sex worker 50 Cent baby mama. Has she been seen? Someone thinks that she may be one of the witnesses that is MIA right now. And I mean, I'm calling them witnesses, but I think they're actually referring to them as victims. What y'all think about Michael B. Jordan being mentioned? It's just so much going on with this case that I mean, I wish it was publicized so we can, get the full effect of it, so we can make our own informed decisions instead of having to listen to someone else, paraphrase and summarize what actually happened. Do y'all think like these movies, like the Tubi movies and documentaries may hurt him? Nothing about P. Diddy is surprising to me. He is Lucifer's son. I can't with Jack. Hey, Rat. Y'all, we about to wrap it up, but it's a lot going on. I watched Jack at first, like 5 years ago, but she is obviously disturbed. Who the hell will call Kanye? He also unpredictable. I can't sit and listen to Jack either. I can't. Ye is too crazy to testify. Michael B. Jordan was at those parties too. Go on a fast, Diddy, like Nesto did. Oh, sure, Diddy wanted Jordan's body. Diddy is going to have everybody going straight to hell with gasoline draws on. Child. Let me see. I'm gonna go through my notes one more again and see if I missed anything, and then we're gonna wrap it up. We'll come back tomorrow. Oh, y'all, it's been an update on Tory Lanez. Let me pin that. That'll be the last thing we talked about. But as a lady said, somebody reported, okay, prosecutors claimed in court, allegedly, we don't know, during one of the freak offs, there was a golden shower in Cassie's mouth. That was discussed. Okay. How disgusting. So opening statements began today, interviews began today. It's just a lot going on. Hopefully, this trial will end the way it's gonna end, and they don't have to retry this, because this is a lot for anybody to go through, especially a pregnant woman. They said Cassie lawyer says she's ready to testify. They say Kim Kardashian butt booty naked on some of those tapes. But I will say, in Diddy's defense, that he don't want to be judged, on his sexual preferences. So he said, don't use his kink or his need for, exotic sex as him being a bad person that breaks the law, right? It was consensual. Okay. So we know that Cassie video is going to be shown in court, allegedly. Okay. The baby oil is going to come up in court. They say Diddy got upset, baby, when he was low on baby oil. Oh, okay. So here's another note right here. Okay. We talked about Diddy having his Bible. So that's pretty much, okay, I don't see no new notes. And I added, thanks, I think it was a lady, that the girls got up and walked away when they got into some of the graphic actual testimonies part of court. So those are my rumors for today. All allegedly rumors. Okay. I don't want no smoke over here, baby. Lady T Bud want to keep her coins. Miss E got the chocolate bar up here. Did you take notes from Nesto call? I have something. No, I didn't take any notes. For none of those short calls that we just did, no. Is that what you're talking about, Vicky? Who Kanye West? Kanye don't even know who he is right now. Daphne Joy, yes. They say the little sex worker on the run. Imagine being pregnant and married and having to relive your most painful experiences. That's not a surprise. Georgia P say, I'm not surprised. Imagine if we all had to, relate or for a recap with Angelica. Ye destroyed himself, catching diseases at the FO. Cassie and Diddy got the bumps also. Oh no, allegedly. Did they test that baby oil? Vicky, they say they got some massage therapist. That's one of the jurors. That will be interesting. Allegedly on the bumps. Michael B. Oh, okay. Miss E say Michael B. Jordan is the chocolate. Yes, I have some things I want to say to Dion about his paw. No, I don't have nothing. Sure, I'll let you come up. I will let you come up and talk your ish to daddy. Yeah, they say Daphne Joy, they believe allegedly is one of the victims, and she is MIA. But they said it didn't come up in court today. But they're looking for her. They trying to subpoena her and get her up in now. Okay, let me drop the link for Vicky Child. She want to come up here and talk shit about Nesto. And while we wait on Vic to come up here, there has been an update on Tory Lanez medical condition. Okay. They're saying due to the stabbing, I don't know if I could say that, so I'm gonna say I already said it. So he was S, okay, not the other S that we normally use, but he was 14 times. Lungs collapsed in the prison attack. So he was poked. I'll say he was poked 14 times with a shank, right? And lungs collapsed in his prison attack today. Okay, but they saying he's in stable condition. Okay. We want to know where the money at, Dion. Show me the money. Where the money reside. Where the money reside. Daphne Joy made those allegations against 50 Cent. He sued her, and she ain't said nothing else. Baby, you think she over there with Russell and Bali? He was plugged. Okay, we like plugged. Okay, hey Vicky, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this because we done with this questionnaire. Go ahead, Vicky.
Let me work backwards to front real quick. I mean, well, actually, I feel, I don't know if I feel bad or whatever for Tory. Just
I don't.
this, it just, I know he's got the short man syndrome,
Mm-hmm.
and he could have easily been like a lot of other celebrities, go in there, do your bid, and get out. I'm pretty sure he went in there trying to talk like his
Oh, okay.
his Canadian compadre,
Uh-huh.
Drake, and try to be the big man. It's like that don't fly here. You are they first of all they don't respect you because you're Canadian. Number one, you are not gang. So you better chill all the way out. But I do hope he makes it. I don't want to see nobody their life end. But 14 times, I mean that means they did the traditional pop jugging. Like they jug, I say jugging. They jugged him probably in in the chest and probably in the lower abdomen 14 times. So they got him out on the yard probably. Who knows?
Yeah, it
But
said on the yard in the
oh,
article.
yeah, they were waiting on him. I mean, you would have thought that he would have had like some sort of he would have been paying for protection, and it just is what it is.
Maybe
If
his
you
money low. You think his money low because he's not able to put out music, or you know what I mean?
somebody got to be managing his money and keeping his books fed. I mean, there are women out there who still support. I mean, people, women. There's a lot of men out there who wholeheartedly, can't stand Meg Thee Stallion, but love him. Put some money on his book so he can pay for protection. I think he probably about my size, 5'2", like
He like that size, fine too.
I mean, I saw some pictures of him. Like, I know I saw some recent pictures of him. I think he was trying to get buff, but sir, like you can't run your mouth off. You're not even from here. You don't have any. I don't know if he has any family out here, but you're not from the states,
Right.
and they don't take kindly to that. So, um, Diddy, I don't know, girl. This is just it's just it's so dark that I started reading the full
Mhm.
complaint, and I had to kind of step back because it's so dark. There's so many people connected to it, and
Mhm.
it will make you look at every single person sideways. Like, and I'm not talking about, okay, the people who were there voluntarily.
Mhm.
You wanted to be there and do all that, and even like with Cassie, some of it, there might be a small amount of it that was, or a good amount of it that was consensual, but I don't believe all of it was consensual. And I know they weren't together like 11 straight years, but he had a lot of control over her, so I don't, it's just too dark. I believe Diddy is into the dark stuff, and I just, certain things I'll peek into, and I was gonna start like, because I was kind of comparing him to Epstein and reading it, and I had even recorded a whole
Oh yeah,
video on.
I remember you telling me that a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had, because I have both of their like complaints, and I was just comparing it to, and there's so many comparisons, like so many similarities, and I'm like, okay, I don't need this on my spirit. I'll wait for the
Yeah, it's
lighthearted,
heavy.
yeah, I'll wait for the lighthearted review of it, and let me just see how this goes. Cause me stepping, I can't separate a lot of stuff. I can't
Right.
separate, and I'm
Right.
like, when I said I couldn't be impartial, it's because of my history of abuse. So
Right.
I can't be impartial, cause I might even, I'll probably be held in contempt. Might lie and say, yeah, I can be impartial,
Just
and
to be on the
just to
scene of
be on that
things.
truth. As far as Nesto and Dion go, them clowning her for wanting to live in a nice area, and
Oh, that was really shitty, Vic.
like, and Dion talking about, oh, she didn't tell me none of that. But did you ask?
I don't think he talked to her. He's just been like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Texting her.
right.
And like Shirley she's doesn't seem like she's imposing. She's like, what she like, she's like, how when I say imposing, I mean like she's not gonna keep bothering you. And Dion even, and Dion and Nessa have said that if she asks you to do something, she assumes that you're gonna do it, and she's
Mhm.
not gonna keep asking you. And Dion is a lazy mother effer when it comes to getting stuff done, and he don't want to be held to any obligations, because that's why he works the day jobs, cutting hair. He can get up and cut hair when he wants to, cut grass when he wants to, wash a car when he
Mhm.
wants to. But
Mhm.
let's just get to this damn truck. This is my thing. You
Vic
let
done waited me out to talk about this truck.
you let this lady. He talking about the car jumping across the road. So the car is doing jumping jacks and calisthenics across the road. I mean, like, and you let her drive that truck home and did not give her that car right then and there, knowing that she can't really handle that. She is a small Shirley's about like five. I think she's like 5'2", 5'3". She's not
Girl,
a.
you gotta have some good ass power stuff. Like you know how hard it was to keep that truck in that lines.
I'm saying, like, and if you don't, if you're not, it's, how you get used to driving your own car, and then you drive somebody else's car, you drive a rental car.
Mhm.
You're not used to it. Like, even just like going from a truck to a sedan, it's a lot different. You could have a brand new truck. You could have a brand new sedan and a brand new truck, and you switch from one to the other. You have to
Right.
get used to it. And in some people's cars, like it sounds like what Nesto's car are, you got to do all these things, pump the gas, wiggle your nose, bewitched style, and like do the I dream of genie blink. And he's talking about the car is jumping all across the road, and he let her drive from the Carolinas down to Georgia. I know it's not that long of a drive, but damn, that
Three
is.
hours of tussling and trying to keep that shit in the damn lines.
Shirley wasn't complaining enough when she said, "She talking about it's too big." No, motherfucker, that car, I can't handle it. It's bouncing all across the damn road. I have had, my old boyfriend and I, he had like a Honda Civic, and we've had his wheels weren't aligned, and we had a blowout on the side of the road. So I know what it feels like when when your wheels need to be aligned and when you need an alignment.
And bad tires. Victor,
Girl,
that's a lot.
yes, that's. I mean, the car's leaking oil. He talking about, oh well, she ain't driving it. Well, I'm not, no, and I'm not going to drive it. I'm not going to. I can't believe, and I would have been mad. I can't believe you had me get. I didn't know the car was in. She did not go off enough. I understand we give her gruff about a lot of stuff, but damn, she obviously he knew how to Jimmy rig. Let's just say he knew how to nigga rig his truck. He knew how to do it, and I can't believe he locked her into that damn truck payment. And then Dion wanna come get it after she gets the car caught all up and she gets the car caught up and gets the insurance up to date on it. That's when he
Right.
want to come get it. Like these two are just the raggediest two father and son duo I have ever seen. He might have had a fighting chance, but I don't bit more believe it anymore. The fact that he said the car is jumping all across the road. I know they use euphemisms to describe things,
Uh-huh.
but what he is describing, yes, it like the car is fucking jerking. And I can't. That the a big old diesel engine truck. Y'all some ragged. I mean, you talking? That's my folks. Damn my folks, daddy. Yeah, we good forever. You can't be that damn good. You let that lady drive from 3 hours from the Carolinas down to Georgia, knowing she ain't have nothing else, knowing your daddy wasn't worth a quarter, you knowing your daddy was cheating on her, knowing that she was putting out money, knowing that she didn't. You peeked at her bank account. Oh, nosy broke ass peeked in her bank account, and knowing that she was shelling out all kinds of money trying to get stuff caught up. She did not have anything else, but you still couldn't trade that truck. You couldn't do the swap out right then and there and sit in that line to your daddy. Well, I ain't doing that. Well, why wouldn't you go and get that damn truck and give her your car to drive?
I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed. They, I mean,
But you're unfair. As much shit as you talk.
girl, I'm sorry, and I'm not gonna keep you, but I'm just floored. I am floored. When he said the car, I was in the drive-through, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, this. Did he just say this car is doing aerobics on the road?
And that's
Eh,
a big truck. Like you said, she probably was rushed. She probably broke a nail trying to keep that shit in the
And
middle. She probably
what?
was so happy to stop at that gas at the where were they, at the gas station or a truck stop.
Yes. Put some damn Zeb or Bev or whatever the fuck it needs. Like what? The damn car needs a beverage every 3 miles to get it to go. And she just happy to like, oh Jesus, thank you, Lord, for. She probably sitting there praying, reading about Job, praying to Job right now, God and Job, to make sure she makes it home. And Dion probably zoomed past her like, I'm Isaiah.
Y'all probably ain't even have no insurance. It's probably more to that big. You think he got insurance on that damn truck? I'm not
Probably not
excusing not the truck, his
on
car.
his
I
cars.
mean,
I
because
don't
what
believe it.
was so difficult about you exchanging vehicles with her? It's not
I
like
ju-
she wanted to keep it forever. She just needed something temporarily
he
to
said
get around in.
he had four of them plus his truck, so he has five vehicles that he's paying for. Okay, she could have eased. I mean, I if that's the case, if Shirley can't, if at the time she couldn't get a car of her own, get what she wanted to get, okay, I'll make your payment for 2 months, and then you make these payments, and you're gonna use this car for your work, Because all Dion is doing is you putting more damage, wear and tear on this truck. I'm really not gonna be able to trade this in or sell it off. So fair exchange. I will make the payment on your. I mean, this is like at the most extreme. I'll make the payment on your car. I'll pay the insurance on your car. You pay the insurance on this truck, and you pay the car payment.
Right.
But because you said that you're going to start a car wash with this truck, obviously there's going to be damage on the truck as you're doing the car wash. It blows my fucking mind that they really thought that this lady. I know she was in the fucking gutter with these people, and I can't put it any other way. I don't think she really realized that she was in the
No,
gutter,
I
and
don't
so,
think she knew she was in danger. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I don't. Desto put on a good facade, and he has said this on, I don't know what call it was, but I heard him say it. He's like, yeah, it looked good, but yeah, he was talking about the truck. He said, yeah, it looked good on the outside, but it's fucked up on it. It's just a ticking time bomb. That engine about to blow on Shirley probably. You got recalls, and they want her to. Well, she ain't. They sitting there talking about like she's supposed to low key continue to lower herself. My man is already in jail. I'm trying to support him the best way I can. I'm shelling out thousands of dollars every week. And the way Nesto has Shirley paying out these attorneys, it felt like she was paying out more because he was like, yeah, just pay him five this day, two this day, five that day, and then seven, whatever. Instead of her paying out like how she wanted to pay, just pay it all up at once. She didn't seem like she liked the payment plan, and she's the type that if they want their money, they'll call me.
And I
It,
think she had just so much going on because remember she had borrowed money from Dre. So
right,
financially, we know she got a great salary. We know she make money, but as we've noted, when you got so much stuff, that you're responsible for, nobody else is, pitching in. That's
right,
a lot of responsibility
on one person,
on one
like
person, on one person. And
it's
at that time, she was paying the storage, she was paying the lawyers, she's done got the truck out of there. She's trying to take whatever else she could get and get her somewhere to stay at. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow because I got another call, and this gonna be the one where he's telling her where she can get a rent to own somewhere and stuff like that. And she's like, but I don't have the money for that.
right, and he doesn't care. I'm
That's
sure.
poor lady.
We'll see. I mean, I agree with the lady. You can't expect anyone to treat you any better than you treat yourself. But that's the thing. She treats herself aesthetically good. Like she gets her nails done, her hair done. She buys herself. I mean, they may not be the most expensive clothes, but she buys. She's well kept.
She's
As far
wearing boutique, a lot of those boutiques because they're custom pieces. They
right.
are you know, expensive.
Mhm. But you also got to think like I think of it this way. I don't necessarily like being on any kind of payment plan with anybody. I like to pay it off. If I have to be on a payment plan, I will. As far as like a bill goes, I mean, many of us have had to be on payment plans. Sometimes it just is what it is. You have to kind of work things out. But she's shelling
Yeah,
out
Georgia Peach.
she's shelling out money for the attorneys, and just the way he was telling her to pay. It's like he did you pay the attorney? Did you call him? And when he would get down to business, he like it was always about money.
Right,
Did you do this? And
right.
but he was telling her to break it down instead of paying it all at once. Because I know what you said. Like he wanted her to keep money in her pocket.
Yeah, because he was
Because
getting out. He was getting out every day. So I think he wanted to at least have, some money. Because this even went back to what we were talking about last night. Even when Shirley was talking about he asked her what was on her mind, what she been thinking or whatever. And I just felt so bad. Now that's why I ain't go in on the last night. I ain't say nothing. I'm like, whatever. But imagine this lady is in her late 60s at the time. She wasn't 70 yet. And she's talking about going back to school. Like, For interior design. He couldn't even uphold his part of the conversation. Because I feel like if me and you are having dialogue and I said, Vicky, I'm thinking about going back to school to get my master's degree,
Right.
you're gonna talk about, I've been thinking about going back to school, blah, 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 or I plan to get a job here or work here. He couldn't hold his part of the conversation. He
He
literally
just
sat there and listened to Shirley stress about how she was gonna put her life back together at this big grown age. That was
what he
so
do?
fucked up.
What he do? Okay then. Okay.
Oh fuck. She said, interior design. It was his time to say, well, you know what? I'm thinking about getting my damn barber's license officially. I mean, something. He
No,
had
he
no plans of doing anything when he got out. That's why he wanted her to have as much money accessible to him,
right.
when he was getting out every day.
Yeah, that it's just it. I mean, I'm glad she's gone from it because they swamped her, and she allowed herself to get swamped because she really should have listened and opened her eyes. And like when Ty the jeweler called her, that was the first sign to be like,
Yeah.
what? Well, thank you for calling me. Did the lady leave
Girl,
her
then try
number?
to get some more information.
Right.
Shit.
I'd be like, well, thank you, Ty, for calling me. I can't go into detail, but did the lady leave her number? I can try to talk to her and work this, try to work this out and just call and get the details from the Gail. Like, ma'am, you called my jeweler and said that my husband took money from your check. I mean, it's from your checking account. But but you go back and you listen to that call of when she told him that he's like
Girl,
he
I
did he
don't need to. I know that's one of the ones that I ran down on her on.
yeah, but the way he responded, it was like he's lying to you, girl. He's like you can't. No, they don't. He couldn't even come up with a lie fast enough.
I
That's why I
told
was
y'all he was like, you
yeah.
don't know the hell he talking about.
He can't lie fast enough. They don't
He was
let you.
caught
You
off
can't.
guard.
You can't because he didn't think Gail had already. I don't. Did he know that? I don't think he knew that Gail was talking to the police. I know he knew
No,
Melody
no,
had come.
no. He didn't. I think he still thought he had some type of mind control over these women and that they would not actually boss up on him and go to the police. And a lot of times in those October 2022 calls, when he was like, what? Huh? He was shocked that these women actually took the legal route on him. He was shocked.
That dick
That was
direction
more
wore off.
to me him trying to like piece. Okay, so if you talking about the ring, okay, that mean they done got to her too. You know what I mean? That's what I felt like he was really calculating, like, you know what I'm saying? Thinking like, oh damn, they got her. She done put something up too. That's what I feel like he be saying.
Them folks trying to just get at me for nothing. But when he like started stuttering, you like that they don't let you do. They don't let you do that. How do you know? You tried? Like I mean, I understand she knew to shut her mouth about certain things because
Fuck him. I
obviously
would have been
I would have been
if
talking.
he gonna have to figure it out how he gonna get out of this shit.
I,
I don't care.
I mean, I would have been talking, personally, but just the collaboration is so devious. I mean, I'm at the point where I feel like all of them should be held on charges for elder abuse. Seriously, because, and I'm not saying Shirley's old and feeble, but she obviously had a lot of trust in these people. And just like they do with financial planners who take advantage of older people who have a lot of money, but they may not know how to direct the money, so they entrust other
That's
people.
her husband. How you gonna do that against your husband?
Listen, the rest of them they were all they were colluding together. Dion said they are on tape saying that they're trying to hold it down for him.
Mm-hmm.
They are all
Telling
on.
them to call, run interference. My word, not his. Just tell them folks to hold on. Tell them folks when I get out, I'm gonna take care of them. I'm
Yeah,
finna sue everybody.
and then Nesto, he's on the call talking about he gonna give Sonya a little bit of money. When he gets out, he gonna give the attorney a bonus. But
Yeah,
where was all this money gonna come from? Obviously out of Shirley's
he's
pocket,
suing his lawsuit.
girl. Lawsuit for what? I mean, but seriously, I just I'm just my last thought is this damn truck. I am so perturbed at Dion for you let this lady drive home. You saw that car was it probably irking and jerking doing the percolator, and you
He
said it's
ain't
jumped.
have no insurance on his car. That's why he was trying.
And then this is okay. I had a question about this earlier. Okay, really, this is my last thought. Some of these people do need they need to like their homegirls and their besties need to kind of like give them the side eye and be and laugh, make it a kiki and a laugh. But like, girl, when the fool told you this how you spell it, and then he told you to do it all over again because he spelled it wrong,
Mm-hmm.
that should
Connect
have been, huh?
the connect.
No, I'm talking about the check, the cashier's check to
Oh,
write
the
out.
cashier check. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like, that would have been a red flag for me. It's like, what? I mean, why would you give him a check for a diamond store? To me, for a diamond store or a jewelry store. Number one. Then two, he comes back and tells you, "Oh, you spelled it wrong." And
That was a block, right? God was trying to look out for you, girl. You should have said okay and blocked his ass. I don't know what all type of business you had done with him at that point, but girl, that was your out right there.
he he told him, he told her, he probably blamed it on her. No, no, you spelled it wrong. I know, I told you spell it like this. Oh, you just, it's okay. Yeah, it's all right. Just write it out like this. And you still dispensed another cashier's check in the form of $20,000. Girl, listen, your friend, you need to sit there and let your friends talk poop to you, and just take it and laugh at yourself. It just is what it is. Sometimes you do have to laugh at yourself for these mistakes. We have all had bad relationships, and sometimes it may cost you emotionally, sometimes it may cost you mentally, and sometimes physically. And in this case, it's cost Shirley financially and emotionally and mentally. And I'm glad she's gotten away from it. And these other women, y'all knew he was married. He led
Yep,
with that. He led with that.
indeed.
And this is this is a learning lesson. You take your time. You don't be so quick to hop in the bed and dip into the green waters with these men, and part with your checkbooks. And just because you might be a little lonely and horny, there are more men out there. When he can barely pronounce give me a word, Lady T Bug.
Okay, Vicky. Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
hold on, let me find a word for you.
Oh my God.
I know damn well he monsters
Oh
for
God.
monsters. Listen, you guys, for those of us who are single and we sometimes you get in your feelings and you be lonely and stuff, just fight through it, baby. Fight through it. Go to church. Go to
Just
the
like
lot.
Ernesto.
Yeah, think of Ernest, because I'm just. This is what happens. You got a son and a father and a son laughing at you because you don't want to live in the ghetto. You want to live in a nice place, and you want a nice car again, that you can afford this. You can actually afford to have this nice place and nice car, but you sitting up here cleaning up all the mess that your man had left you and your so-called man. So Dion can kiss. Shirley is a fool if she still talks to Dion. She probably, I don't know if he still has that truck, but she'd be a damn fool if she's still talking to that young man, because he ain't worth a damn either. They just sitting there laughing at him. He ain't no better than his damn daddy, and that's all I got. Thank you, Lady T Bug.
All right, thanks, Vic. Let me read y'all last thoughts down in the comments, and I'm gonna let y'all go. We'll be back tomorrow. Sure, of course, Nesto will be on the porch, right? I believe Lamont was in on the ring deal. Well, they need to put his name in the paperwork more than once. Then because right now, if he was in the ring deal, his name should be in the reports. Okay, for more than just being Jones and Jones. The marriage was a big hit. His lifetime of scamming led him to score a marriage to a woman like Shirley or the real estate lady. I agree with that, Georgia Peach. Nesto probably has two in the bushes waiting on him in his black bag. Baby, they're gonna have to go on to the store and help him, rebuild his sex Pandora's box. What if he was lining the other ladies up to leave Shirley for? I think he was. Georgia Peach, I've said that before. Because just some of the comments he made when he's talking to Cynthia, I do feel like he was trying to do something because he was tired of being a clown. He was tired of driving Shirley around. And where was he home? He may have been that type of ninja that he don't want to make the move to get rid of you. Okay, he want you to do it. So he'll do so much shit to you to force your hand. You know what I'm saying? Nesto give me those type of eyes. And then when you break up with him, he wait on you to come back and apologize. Wowzer. Never that was his that was his bear, man. What? That was his bear? What, Miss E? Okay, never that. That was his. Oh, bread and butter. Gotcha. He was lining up all those women. Uh-huh. Oh, I forgot to say that the money ain't flowing anymore, meaning he can't scam anyone or doesn't have any victims. You try, like they say, he got two over there. Because all the people that he helped, listen to the lady that he had the call with Dre. She seemed to still be in his corner. The Metro PCS girls were still in his corner. So he may have somebody out there waiting and willing, They don't believe fat meat greasy. All right, y'all. We covered a lot. Okay, we covered Tory Lanez. We found out he got plugged 14 times, had one of his lungs collapsed. I don't think both of them, so we'll say lung collapse. Okay, we did our Diddy timeline. We did our questionnaire. We touched on some of the things that we were surprised to hear, the rumors from court today. So we'll follow up with Diddy news as we hear it. Okay, and Tory Lanez, we hope you get deported. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. And again, happy birthday to the Tauruses. I dropped y'all birthday song for y'all early on because this y'all time is wearing out. Child, what we got up here? What can take us out, child? Child, we need some church. Let's take it to church.
I feel like going on. Take your time.
Take your time. Take your time. Good night, y'all. Bye.